Hey, bring me some backwoods up out of there, homie, and a cup of ice. There's some rubber bands up out there too, homie. Yeah. It's 3 p.m. 80 degrees outside. I'm in something to go real fast sitting outside the corner store. 6-figure car ain't got no business in this area.
If it ain't one thing, it's a motherfucking nutter.
Damn.
We trapped together, then that's my motherfucking brother.
That's my dog.
I pay her bills and buy designer, but I don't love
Hey,
her.
what you need, lil' mama?
She just play a part when it's time to smuggle.
Hey, you ready?
I pull up, pick up that bag and burn rubber. I got a sweet tooth, but I stay away from suckers.
For real though.
Nobu and Malibu was my last supper.
We eating good.
I fucked her in rush hour traffic, Chris Tucker. Everybody screaming, gang, gang, gang. Them folks come and get you, you gon' tell on the whole gang.
Gang.
She said, can she fuck me with my diamond chain? If I ain't in the bank, then I'm on the plane.
Hey.
About to go get some money or go spend some money. They stopped me in the airport, had too many binges on me. They don't want you to live, they don't want you to ball. Them pussy smile in your face, yeah, then they pray for you to fall. Hey, young nigga, stay focused, but I really wanna crash. Think about where you at, then think about your past. Yeah, I really came from shit, but I won't change for shit. My bitch say I'm stuck in my ways, my wrist say I've been getting paid. 100 shots, 100 shots. Me and my niggas pull up in 100 drops. My role model used to get 100 blocks. Street niggas in a tuxedo, we the mob. She looked at my watch too long, now she see stars. I got so high last night, I did a show on Mars. Yo, bitch ate my dick, I caught her on them bars. My pinky ring, extra large. Phones all in the garage. Remember my first Menard? Yeah, Toy and Britney. I'm shopping for diamonds at Tiffany's. Nah, I don't got no sympathy. She blew my whistle like a referee. Broke black nigga remember me until I found out that recipe. Started getting about 10 a week. Finger on the trigger when I sleep. Yeah, nigga, I'd rather you than me. Backseat smoking good weed. 100 shots. 100 shots. How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots? You not welcome at my trap if you don't shop.
Get out, bro.
Before you come through that back door, you better knock.
Get the dope.
They been waiting on this gangster shit to drop.
Bulletproof.
Even them fuck niggas that wish I could be stopped. How many dicks you suck to get that couple million? Self-made millionaire, oh what a feeling. My niggas came from dealing. Fuck nigga, get out your feelings. Your bitch got me sexual healing. Guess who just walked in the building? Came out with 6 bitches. My uncle said that's pimpin'. My diamonds always hitting. You looking for your bitch, she with me, nigga, she ain't missing. I told you fuck niggas stay out my way, but you didn't listen.
Stupid ass niggas.
Big rocks in my watch. And we put extensions in all of the Glock. 100 shots. 100 shots. How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots? Yeah. Stop. How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots?
What is this?
Maybach music.
I like this Maybach music. Sweet. Right.
Niggas wanna see you lose when you're making moves. We bringing tools in any rooms, we tryna break the rules. Niggas is haters, they ain't goons, we tryna make a fool. I never thought I'd make the fours before I made the news. Having a threesome with some bitches, it still ain't the muse. I pick and choose, put on my juices like I lit the fuse. I call the shots and all the killers be like, what's the move? 100 grand, you and your little man getting split in two. My life got way realer. Playing with the millions and it turned me to a made nigga. Anywhere in the cash is how I reacted when they play with it. Statements got retracted when niggas sweated cause we sprayed niggas. Mafioso, sipping low balls, jumping off the chopper to the yacht. Off the Gold Coast, we was sold choppers on the block, selling cocoa. Now we treating models like they thought, selling Soho. 30 million cash, do these niggas bad. They never thought I'd go this far just from a pen and pad. I see my dog kill my dog just to get a stash. He went up top, they banged him out, got that nigga slashed. Too much money and power, walk up in the spot, a bunch of steppers, we talking to chopper. Too much money and power,
hustling 24 hours.
Too much money and power, stumble to the pounds with a baddie to fuck in the shower. Too much money and power,
hustling 24 hours. I left a team of niggas in the red tape, digging through their pockets, left their shoes unlaced. Homicide on another case, mouth wide, gold teeth with a pale face. My niggas couldn't read, had impediments, but they never would leave any evidence. Your mother still in pain, it been a few days, but you know this always came with minimum wage. They thought it was a game till the shots rang. 6 niggas laying on the same box spring. How you dead broke but got a dope charge? Gotta rob a bank just to post bond. Got a chopper with me for the close calls. Helicopter on the roof cause I won't walk. Killing niggas in the streets, I call it a feast. 20 million I could see and all in a week. We only on the yachts for tequila shots. There's only paper that when we lead a lot. Calamari in California, yeah, I wanna kiss. All you envious devil demons, you can suck a dick, bitch. I hope you die slow with your blindfold. Your bitch still at home with her mind blown. I got a pool in Paris and some buffaloes, and I got a pool in Paris and a bungalow. Still flipping numbers, talking summer sauce. Everybody get to eat, that's when I wanna call. Sipping champagne, I own it myself. You niggas better learn to own you some wealth.
Too much money and power, walk up in the spot, a bunch of steppers, we talking to chopper. Too much money and power,
hustling 24 hours.
Too much money and power, stumble to the pounds with a baddie to fuck in the shower. Too much money and power,
hustling 24 hours. Some of this shit too good to be true.
Sweet.
What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Back for another one as requested. I did see the request. I did get a couple of DMs asking when I'm going to come back on. So since there was interest for me to come back on, some questions that needed to be asked that didn't pertain primarily to what we were talking about this morning. I said, okay, I'll sacrifice watching the Bulls game to come back on. We'll cover a few topics. Because I did not stream as much as I normally stream last week. There was a lot of stuff going on last week that I wanted to attend, so I didn't stream a lot last week. But we're here now. Shout out to Pippi. Shout out to the moderators. What's going on? See Box Truck Green. I think Box Truck Green was one of the people who asked me in the stream this morning. Was I coming back on later? Great Polo. Shout out to Great Polo. Ken Hooten. What's going on? State Screw. Rose Bright from Andrew, South Carolina. What's going on? Jamerson, Savant, Arizona. Andrew Morris. What's going on? William Sweet. Jacksonville, Kobe. Shout out to Kobe. Bill Bob, Devontae Smalls. Big Herm. What else? Who else we got in this joint? OTRA. Shout out to OTRA. Make sure y'all go follow OTRA's channel. Let me pull OTRA's channel up. Give me 1 second here. OTRA. Let me pull your channel up. Let me pull OTRA's channel up. Let me share it real quick. Make sure y'all go follow OTRA. Here's his channel. Make sure y'all go follow OTRA. All right. Who else we got? Giorgio Brown, what up? Back at it. What up? Been working since before your other live, Mark. I'm in that mode. That's what's up. Shout out to Vaughn. What's going on? Travis Jeffries. Can I start a box truck business with $18,000? Absolutely. You definitely can. You definitely can start a box truck business with $18,000. All right. or $18,000. Like what's Buddy name that was ripping off all the thumbnails and all the sauce? What's Buddy's name? Black investors. $18,000. You definitely can. Hey Mark, can you send a blueprint of your business plan model? Yeah, it's in the members only section. You a member. Andrew Morris, you a member. All you gotta do is go into my content, and that blueprint is available for members. So just go pull it up. It's hold on. I'll pull it up for you. Let's see here. View your channel. View your channel. Would be under videos. Box truck. Business plan. Box truck business plan. Box truck business plan. Box truck business plan. Where is it at? Where is it at? Hold on. It is. Hold on. Hold on. I should be able to just search it. Let me see business plan. Let me see business plan. Let's search that. It's somewhere in the content, man. I got so much content. But the box truck business plan is only available for members only, or you can get it off my website. But I see you got a members only star next to your name. So if you go through my content and you search box truck business plan, you should be able to find it. If one of the moderators got the link to it, did you paste it in there? Because I can't seem to find it. But it's in there. It's in there. Yeah, I'm looking for it too, and I can't find it. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me find it. And then I'll put the link. Hold on. You know what? Let me do this. Let's do this. Let's go here, live, and let's. Oh, you know what? I know why I couldn't find it. I'm looking it's under live streams. So business plan. Where the hell is it? You looked all the way for it? You couldn't find it at all? Cause shit, I can't find it either. Hold on. Cause now I'm curious. Box truck business plan. Hold on. And I don't understand why the search is not filtering it out. It's showing me all the videos. Give me 1 second. Be patient. Where is it at? Hold on. Mark, you letting Usher grab your girl like that? That's not my girl. I never was a fan of what's her face? Alicia Keys. That's not my girl. That's Swizz Beats girl. I don't know. I gotta find it. I don't know why I don't see it. Why it's not coming up in the search? It's in here, but the search isn't filtering it out. But maybe one of the moderators could find it and pin that to the chat. I don't want to spend too much time looking for it. You said you searched all weekend? What the? Hold on, man. Hold on. Now you got me wondering. Give me a second. Box truck business plan. You searched all weekend and you couldn't find it? Give me 1 second. I don't want to spend too much time. No, I mean in general. What do you mean? All right, so boom. Let me get the show on. If one of the moderators could find it, I that'll be greatly appreciated. Let me see. Call in link is pinned to the top of the chat. This is for the people that asked me to come back on later, so I'm back. You guys can lead the conversation. I'll start it. As far as a lot of people wanting to get into the box truck space, I did notice something yesterday. And I want to speak to that for a lot of people that are looking to get into the space that I'm promoting. Probably start from humble beginnings and start with a cargo van. Cargo van prices are extremely high. I knew they were up there because cargo vans always hold their value. Cargo vans, pickup trucks always hold their value. But I was searching for cargo vans yesterday with a subscriber, and I didn't realize until I was searching yesterday that one, the inventory is kind of low on certain cargo vans, especially cargo vans that are spec'd to the degree in which I advise people to get. So the inventory is low, and if you can find one, the price point is extremely high. Now, that's a good thing and it's a bad thing, right? Let's start with the bad thing. The bad thing about that is for people that are looking to get into the business, that could kind of deter an individual, because when I'm telling you the prices are high, they're high. For instance, let's pull up a Ford a Ford T250. I want to look at extended length high roof. If one of the moderators could find that box truck business plan for me, let me know if you guys come across it, because I need to find if it's still up there. Maybe YouTube took it down, but I don't know why they took it down. Or maybe I got it on private. But I need to go search for it. But let's take a look. So look, box truck T250. So I was searching, right? And I got in the filter used for T250, right? And these are basic. So it's taking me through the basic one. These are the T250 base models, extended length, no high roof. This one's pushing 75,000 miles. This one's 29, but I always tell people to get the extended length high roof. This is a mid roof. This is a medium roof. This isn't extended length. Let me see. So we're looking for extended length high roof, and the inventory finding an extended length high roof is tough. It's tough. This is a mid roof. Now here's a high roof. Extended length. Oh, this one's 2020, 28,000. This one ain't bad. I didn't see this one yesterday. Let's blow this joint up. Yeah, this one ain't bad. 28,000. Yeah, that's not bad. I guarantee you this one will not be up in the next 2 days. This will be gone. 2 days, this joint gonna be gone. All right, so this is an extended length high roof. This is a 2020. And I swear, I did not see this yesterday. They must have just listed this today. But here you go. So as soon as this stuff pops up, it's gone. I guarantee you this will not be here tomorrow. But for people who are looking to get into the business, a 2020 extended length high roof for $28,000, still, if I was on the market to purchase a cargo van and this popped up, what's going on? I would definitely be all over this. 158,000 miles, I would definitely be all over this. How you doing, sir?
Oh, what's up, man? It's me. It's you. It's me. I'm on.
This is me, and
I'm
you
on?
are you. You on?
Hey, it's my first time doing this, bro. So bear with me. Yeah. So I was looking to possibly get into the cargo van business. I hope the question that I have for you isn't at the wrong time. I have a tow truck, a flatbed tow truck, and I've been trying to find ways to get loads to do when business is slow, like whether it be forklifts, equipment, whether it be lumber, whatever. and I have no idea where to go, how to find those.
You said you got a tow truck,
Yeah, flatbed tow truck. Yeah,
and you trying to pick up.
21-foot bed.
You trying to
I'm trying
pick
to
up extra work.
pick up load. Yeah, extra work. Whether it be skid steers, forklifts, lumber, air conditioners. My bed holds up to 15,000 pounds, so anything like that, I'm looking to do. Cause once it hits about 50 degrees, business gets real slow.
All right, so if you looking to move like skid steers and forklifts and stuff, you need to
Forklift.
start going to a lot of either independent warehouses, or you need to go to like Crown and Atlas, some of the forklift places, and give them your business card. I know when
Okay.
I needed to move my forklift, when I had a warehouse, I would have to call a tow truck. I would have to put it on a flatbed tow truck. So you want to go with a lot of the smaller independent warehouses, because another thing is when the forklift breaks down, you got two options. So when my forklift would break down, I had two options, right? I would call Crown and have them come out, which is very expensive. They would charge me $150 an hour for the repair, but they would also charge me travel each way. So for them to come to me, it was $150, and when they were done doing whatever they needed to do, once they repaired it, they would charge me $150 going back, right? Or the other option I had is I could drop it off there. So whichever was the cheapest option for me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the times I would just pay the extra $300 because they would come on demand, right? So when you call a tow truck company, you got to kind of wait and stuff like that. So, but to sell yourself, you want to sell yourself to independent, like smaller warehouses that have forklifts, and you just want to put it in their mind that, listen, if it ever breaks down, or if you ever have to relocate it from one place to the next, or if you need it taken to Crown or Yokohama or whoever to get it repaired, here's my card. I got a flatbed and I could tow it, and I can give you a good price.
That sounds good. Okay, sounds like a good idea, but I appreciate that. That. All right.
That's all you got?
Pretty much for now. Yeah, I think so.
All right. All right,
And then,
man.
so
Say that again. Your phone. You gotta stand still.
I said next time you get a flat on that Tesla, hit me up. I got you.
Okay. Oh, you in Chicago?
Downers Grove, yeah.
What's the name of your tow company? Because I use CJ. CJ is the guy I've been using for years. CJ's towing.
From Dark Angel. I thought you were using Dark Angel.
Dark Angel is the Mexicans. I used them one time when one of my trucks got stuck in the snow in the alley up north. But this was years ago. Once I found CJ, CJ is
Rapid.
Huh? Who?
I said my company name is Rapid Roadside.
How many trucks you got?
Rapid.
No, I know. I got.
It's just me for now. It's just me.
Oh, it's just you. All right. What's your number?
Yeah. This is me. 630-659-4019.
And what's your name?
I'm Tony.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I'll pass the word around. I've been using CJ for about 11 years. He's another brother, black owned tow company out here out of Chicago. But if I ever call him and I need service sooner than later, because he got a lot of trucks, but he's also a fireman, so his trucks are mostly booked because he has a lot of that political connection, being in the Chicago Fire Department. So he has contracts with the Postal Service, obviously the police, shit like that. So if I ever call him and he can't get to me, then I'll keep you as a backup.
And I appreciate that, brother. And I did have one other. I did have one other question. Um,
Yeah.
I asked you before in the comments about how how you look at things in one third. So if I were to get a cargo van and put someone in it, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and you said you look at things in one third. The driver gets a third, the truck gets a third, and then you get a third. But if the router's paying $300 and you paying somebody $20 an hour, which is about what you'd have to pay them nowadays, because they can just go to Amazon and get $21 an hour. You got to give them $20 an hour.
So
Plus your workman's comp, your taxes, all that's gonna be about 2,300 all in. So
so
I'm sorry,
so when I
2,300
was
all in.
when I was given that example, that was for a specific contract that I had at a specific time. That model that I talked about for
Okay.
that specific contract for that specific time is
Yeah.
dated, right? So that wouldn't work now because that contract paid a guarantee of $300 a day. I was running 9 vehicles for that contract. So $100 for a full days of work, 2014,
Okay.
2015, 2016, when I was running that contract, that was a fair wage, right? That wouldn't fly today. So $300,
Oh,
the driver would get 100, the company would get 100, and about $75, $80 went into the tank. So,
okay.
but that model wouldn't work for every contract, depending on what you're doing, and in this day and age. So
So then, what would be a viable model for someone who already has something full time, who wants to add something else? What would be a viable model? I mean,
if I were
am I just to
you
set
and
up for 40 bucks a van?
if I were you and
Yeah.
I wanted to add something else, it wouldn't be a cargo van. It would be another tow truck.
Okay,
I
what would it
think
be?
another tow truck. Listen, if you're already into towing business and you only have one vehicle and this is what you're doing day to day, then
Yeah.
the best thing to do would be to focus on that and scale that up.
Now, see that makes sense from your perspective, but see, from my perspective, I don't have enough business to keep me busy 16 hours a day, which is why I was asking you about shipping containers or shipping skid steers. I don't have enough business as it is, right? I'm doing well, but I want more money. I want to diversify. I want something else. For for every for every one tow truck you see 50 cargo vans. You see 100 box trucks. So there's a lot more business for cargo vans and box trucks than there is for towing. So I figured something else to add would be either that cargo van or that box truck, rather than trying to
Uh,
saturate something that
let,
I'm already in
let
and
me let
not
me
grow.
ask you this. When
What's
did
up?
you get into the towing business? Because I looked into this
2 years
model
ago.
years ago, so I understand it.
Okay,
2 years
2 years ago.
ago. 2 years ago,
Two
and
two
you
years
got
ago, and then I was doing roadside for 2 years before that.
all right.
Roadside
So
only.
2 years ago, you got a
Yeah,
flatbed, and what
yeah.
area do you focus on?
What area do I what? Do I
Where do you frequent?
do I post it on?
Yeah, where do you frequent?
Oh, I will go anywhere from border to border and as far west as Rockford. So wherever you at, I will go.
All right, let me ask you this. How do you market your company?
I got Google Ads, I got Google Maps, and I'm on with a couple of insurance companies. And then
Okay.
I'm also
So,
on with something called Urgently,
all right.
which is like the Uber. Yeah, all
Yeah. Are you
that.
with are you with Assurian?
With who?
Are you with Assurian?
Assurian?
Yes.
You mean a Giro? A Giro? You mean?
Spell it.
I think Assurian changed their name to a Giro. A
You
G
sure?
E R O, a Giro.
Because
I think Assurian changed their name to a Giro. They're not Assurian anymore.
they didn't send me any correspondence. No, it's still Assurian. Because if they changed their name, I would have known. It's still
Assurian?
Assurian. You need to sign up with
Yeah, I
Assurian.
don't. Okay. Okay.
All right. You need to sign up with Assurian.
Okay.
ASURION. All right.
Okay.
If you are a tow
Okay.
truck guy, you need to be a contractor for Assurian, with Assurian, right? The
Okay.
reason why you want to be a
Okay.
contractor with Assurian is because they have the most contracts. Why? Because they outsource their services to a lot of different companies, insurance companies, and most importantly, they have contracts with different cell phone companies. Like when you get a cell phone, they'll ask you for an extra $1.99, $2.99 a month. Did you want to add roadside? So for
Okay.
$299 a month, you
Okay.
get up to 4, calls, and this is going to keep you busy. This is going to
Okay.
keep you busy. So you need to be a contractor with Assurian.
Okay.
Assurian would keep you busy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
need to. I just gave you the sauce. Now you gotta do it. You gotta go through the channels on your own. Now I didn't gave it to you now.
All right. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, because I was going to get into the tow truck business some years ago, because I thought it would be a good. Just I was already in the truck, and I'm like, well, shit, I could add some tow trucks too, And once I was researching the model, I just opted not to go. I actually went over to Lynch out in Bridgeview. No, I went in Bridgeview. I went over to Bridgeview, and I was close to pulling the trigger on a safe tow truck. But I ultimately decided against it, which I'm glad I did. I think it's that towing here in Chicago. I'm keeping it funky with you. Now, once the Arabs got in, it's rough because they doing a lot of the road towing. All right. And then they're doing a lot of the ambulance chasing. You see what I'm saying? So, it's kind of tough. So like if you're not plugged with companies like Assurian where you're getting fed calls and let them take their little 30% or whatever, it's going to be kind of tough to market yourself in this market as a tow company because it's extremely oversaturated. You got a lot of road companies that are ambulance chasing that's listening to the scanners. And I don't know if you remember, like a year or two ago, it was a few shootouts between tow truck companies racing to accidents and fighting over who got there first. And then one tow truck driver shot the other tow truck over there on like South Chicago or some shit. So you want to be signed up with the insurance companies. Just let them dispatch you to jobs and just kind of steer clear of dealing with direct consumers and
But see,
going that route.
here's the one thing with the insurance companies. Most of them don't pay for shit. They pay you about a third of what it's supposed to cost. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know they do have the volume, but they just don't. They don't pay you what the job is worth. They barely pay you what you spending on gas. And that's just real shit.
And that's one of the reasons why I didn't get into it. And that's one of the main reasons I didn't get into it, because the more that I studied it and, paid attention to what was going on, being at a red light, seeing the goddamn tow trucks blow past the red light, going 100 miles an hour, putting two and two together. They race into an accident. I see one fly past me, Dark Angel, and then I see a Silverado 2500 with a built-on pickup truck with a built-on, them guys is relentless, especially the ones that be on South Chicago and 87th, sitting over there off Stony Island, just waiting listening to the scanners. Listen, they relentless. You don't want to be in competition with them guys. Them guys is ruthless, man. I'm telling you. So you want to, deal with this shit.
That's why I'm talking about diversifying. That's why I'm talking about diversifying and getting into something else. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
But why you get into the tow truck business though? You only 2 years in the tow truck business to be talking about diversifying. You didn't do a lot of research.
Because it seemed like it was easy and it seemed plentiful, and I was like, okay, let me get it. Now, like I say, it ain't like it's not like I'm making money. I'm making money, but I want more money.
I hear you.
I'm doing but
this is why I go back to the research. See how I know so much about the tow business? Because I researched it, because I was looking to get into it. But I didn't get into it because I saw what it entailed, and I'm like, to me, it was more trouble than what it was worth. So listen to you be in the business for only 2 years and you looking to diversify and you haven't even scaled this business, is telling the tale. It's opportunity in the cargo van business, but if I were you, I would really try to focus on building that. You can build it. You just got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Where were you a month ago when all them Teslas was dying at the chart? Okay, so did you post? You should have went to 95th and Western. As soon as the news hit and those 50 Teslas were stranded over there on 95th and Western because the charging station died, I would have been there. You just got to know where you need to be. So you just got to know the market. You know when it's a polar vortex, hang out around any Tesla charging station. It's going to be 30 dead Teslas there, died because they was waiting in line. And that's money for you. You got to hustle. You see what I'm saying? This Chicago, you got to hustle because everybody out here hustling. Yeah. So the competition in that towing, you got the Arabs in it and you got a lot of gangsters in it. A lot of the old gangsters that still had a lot of money laying around, they got tow trucks. The Arabs, they got tow trucks. But they ambulance chasing. So
I don't do that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Getting that general consumer is too much of a fight right there. So you the only lane you're gonna have is the insurance tow. Now let me ask you this.
Okay.
Because I'm finna put you on game.
Do it.
But you probably already know. Do you got a yard?
No.
See, now that's where you losing at. Because you can't get those relocation tolls. You gotta have because you gotta have a yard. You can only do safety tolls.
Yeah, exactly.
You can only do safety tolls. Now, if you had a yard, you could do those relocation loads, which you and I know, or the audience might know, is repossessions. See, now that's where the money coming in now. But see, that's a different ball game because now you got to vest up. Now you got to vest up. You do what I'm saying?
Exactly. And see, I like to be the guy that you happy when he arrives. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the hero. I don't want to be the motherfucker you screaming at, begging, crying. I don't want to be that dude. You know what I'm saying?
But see,
I got a heart, brother. I got a heart.
But see, you can't have. Listen. It's business. You got into the tow business. You didn't do all the research. You didn't do all the research because if you would have did all the research, the conversation that me and you having, and I know the tow business, one of the main ways to make money in the tow business is relocation tolls, which is the professional term for repossession, right? So you can't have a heart when you taking somebody's shit. You got to go in there. You got to take that shit. I hear what you said, but that's where the money at. That's where the money at. And that's another reason why I didn't do it not because I could care about they shit. If I would have went and did it, then hey man, it is what it is, man. We need that. They talk about, man, we tracing, we tracking, tracing this shit. We found this shit. Hey man, I got the spotter over there. Listen, we coming to get it. If I enter tow business, we're coming to get your shit. If I enter contract, we coming to get it. But check this out though. I didn't want to put nobody's life in jeopardy for no money.
Right.
That's why I didn't do it. Because I had a yard. 7 acres. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't want to put people's life in jeopardy because I understand the market we live in. Chicago. Yeah. Chicago is rough. Okay. So, man, somebody would have eventually got shot at. And that would have been on me. Yeah. It would have been on my company. It would have been on my insurance. And more importantly, it would have been on my conscience and my heart.
And I don't want no parts of that.
And that's ultimately why I didn't
want no parts of that.
And that's ultimately why I didn't.
But see, but see, again, I gotta say, I'm not doing bad. I got maybe I probably do, I don't know, probably 300%. Okay, what I spend on that truck, on that fuel, on that insurance, I make triple that every day. Mm-hmm. So I'm all right, but I want more, and I feel like the amount of effort I have to put in to make more towing is not worth it. Okay, Pareto principle, right? I put in my 30% and I've gotten 70% returns. In order to get that last, I got to put in way more effort. So I'd rather get a cargo van, get a box truck, play with it a bit, put a driver in my tow truck, put a driver in that cargo van, put a driver in that box truck, and then move on. Rather than trying to keep buying more and more and more tow trucks. Does that make sense? Because for me to get more money towing takes a lot more effort. I gotta do a lot more. I gotta spend a lot more. I gotta spend a whole lot more to get a yard, to get more trucks. I need a heavy, I need a medium duty, I need a wrecker. I need at least 4 trucks to have a yard. I need at least 4 trucks to be on rotation. You got to spend a lot of money to get on rotation.
You get a record. You get a record. That's about $500,000. But you might be able to find a good used one for maybe about $300,000, right? But if you get a record, I'm talking about the record, the one where you pulling semi trucks with the crane and shit.
Rotator, the rotator.
Right.
Rotator.
So you get one of them, shit, you in the game. But you're not getting jobs like how you get now. But when you do get one, you talking about 10,000, 15, 20,000, depending on how bad the accident was. You see what I'm saying? You said what?
So in order for you to go any further, I got to spend so much money.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I'm listening.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, so you're talking about a rotator, some of the rotator, which is usually about $700,000. You're talking about a heavy duty. You're talking about a yard, which is going to be at least $10,000 a month, at least. To make that money, I got to go so much further. Whereas you're talking about buying a cargo van for $32,000, renting a box truck for $2,800 a month. It's a lot cheaper for a lot more return and a lot less risk. That's why I've been researching. That's why I've been watching hundreds of hours of the videos.
I appreciate that, but I don't think you think it is as easy as what you're thinking. I think right now I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I think you frustrated right now. You're frustrated. I've been there before. That's why I'm able to listen to you. You're frustrated. You frustrated, bro. You looking for other opportunities to make money in other lanes of transportation, and you're in a whole different lane of transportation that you have plenty of room to grow. I think you're frustrated. Because here's the thing. You go buy a cargo van, you can go do what you want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give you my honest opinion. You're saying it's easy. It's not. One, it's not that easy. The margins aren't, that big. You're already complaining. You are complaining. You listen. We're gonna keep it a buck. That's why you call. You call Mark because Mark gonna keep it a buck. You complaining about the tow truck business. Before you can transition into something else, I think you need to fix the complaints that you have in the lane that you're already actively in. Because here's the thing. There's money in it. You're just still new, and you're I just gave you a gym with Assurian. I think you just need to find opportunities and work hard, spend a little bit more time researching different things so that you can fill up the time that you are out running that tow truck. Let me ask you another thing.
Okay.
How many hours do you work?
I'm available 16 hours a day, every single day.
You are,
and then I actually work. It depends on what hours.
Okay, now those other 8 hours, the truck is parked, right?
Yes.
That's another issue. Tow truck should be running 24 hours a day.
But now I got to hire a dispatcher, and I got to hire a tow truck driver to drive it.
You a new one single person deal. The dispatcher is the phone. You get a cell phone that's tied to the business line, and when you get off that tow truck, you get your driver that's working that 8 hours, you give him that phone. That phone is your line. That's your jack. That's your jack. So whenever somebody, I'm on 79th and the Dan Ryan, 4 of them just shot at the car, man, shot the tires out. These the calls you gonna be getting. Hey, 4 of them, how much you gonna charge me to come get my shit? 4 of them told me the whole block. Oh, 4 of them. Man, it's gonna be 150. Old block, 300. Man, how soon can you be here, man? The ops, man, this ain't my set, man. It's damn right by Lamb Run. Man, I'm right around the corner, man. I'm coming up to Dan Ryan now. They on the jack. Listen, the phone is your dispatch. You got a phone? You only got one truck, bro. What you talking about, a dispatcher? Your phone is your jack. Listen to me. Your phone is your line. When you in the truck, You got the phone. When you get out the truck, you get the other person the phone. The tow truck's supposed to be running 24 hours a day. You need 3 8-hour shifts for that tow truck. Tow truck don't stop. You know why? Because that lane is opportunity 24 hours a day. Tow truck don't stop. Come on, bro. You talking? Come on, bro. That tow truck not supposed to be parked never. See, you ain't feeling me. You ain't feeling me. You ain't feeling me. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Your phone. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, bro.
Fuck.
I hear you now. I hear you now. I hear you now.
Fuck.
I hear you now. I hear you now.
Okay,
I hear you.
okay. I'm already working 16 hours a day, bro. I'm working. I'm getting it. It ain't like I'm just some lazy motherfucker doing 8-hour days. I'm out here getting it every motherfucking day. So I hear what you're saying. I just gotta tweak it. I gotta tweak it a little bit.
You working 16 hours a day, but them 8 hours you not working, that truck's supposed to still be working. You need to hire another. You need to hire another driver, bro. Even if you work 12 and he worked 12, that's a tow truck. That truck's supposed to be running 24 hours a day. You know why? Because a lot of tow truck companies don't run in the middle of the night. I needed a tow truck last year to tow a goddamn car out of one of my parking spaces. I don't care where you took the car. I'm calling places when nobody called. When nobody, I was getting voicemails.
Yeah, I know.
I wanted the car towed. You could have put it in Lake Michigan because I own the space. It's deeded parking, and that's just like me walking in somebody's house, somebody sitting on my couch. I'm gonna handle my business. So if you parked in one of my parking spaces that I own, I'm gonna get you towed. I don't give a fuck where you tow it to. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't find nobody. So a lot of the tow truck companies here don't operate at night. But a lot of shit goes on at night. You got jump starts, you got tire changes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. That tow truck need to be running 24 hours a day.
Okay.
When
before I hire a driver.
Go ahead. But before you hire a driver.
Go ahead.
No, before you hire a driver.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna remember my point. Go ahead.
Driver, maybe I will try working that overnight shift. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I turn my ads on 24/7 and I be on call and I answer and get up if somebody calls. Maybe I try that. If that's worth it, if I'm getting calls overnight, then I can hire a driver. Because last thing I want to do is hire a driver and not have any work for his ass to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do that. Because there's been days I've worked till midnight and nothing happened from 10 to 11. And there's days when I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and nothing happened from 3 to 6. So the last thing I want to do is pay some dude, $200 a night to not do shit.
Where do you post up at a lot of the time? Where do you post up at a lot of the time with your tow truck?
I'm in Downers Grove, so I just kind of just wait around till something pop off.
See, that's another thing. Why you way out in Downers Grove? Come to the city.
Space.
It's I hear what you're saying. See, there you go. See, man, get off my line, man. See, when I said the city, get off my line, man.
Dude.
Listen, you got to deal with phone. You have to deal with phone.
Okay, hold on. But listen, you know how big that damn truck is. And you know how...
Listen, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No.
How about now?
Yeah, now I can. You gotta stand still too.
Cool.
Stand still.
All right. So look, the motherfucking truck is big as hell, and people in the city, as you know, park all in the street. I'm not trying to be fucking shit up, riding through side streets, riding on fucking Pine and goddamn racing the Avers and shit with this big ass truck. You know how that's gonna go. Yeah, I'm a West Sider. Yeah, you know how that's gonna
Okay.
go.
All right. So I was born on the West Side, but what that got to do with anything?
And you know if it's anybody, who gon' not have the money when I get there. You know if it's anybody who gonna not be there when I get there. You know if it's anybody who gonna try to Jew me down once I done the job. It's in the city. You know this.
But here's the thing. You got to go where the volume is at. You don't necessarily have to deal on the west side or the south side. Up north.
Okay.
You could deal up north.
Okay.
You could deal downtown. Listen, the point that I'm trying to make is you're in Downers Grove. All right. You got people out there with Bentleys and Lamborghini is in Downers Grove. Joe Perillo Lamborghini is right there on Ogden. You're dealing with a class of people who have new cars that they shit don't break down. Why do you think Joe Perillo Lamborghini is right there in Downers Grove on Ogden? It's located there because it's catering to the clientele that live out there. Why do you think Joe Perillo's location that's in the city is in the Gold Coast? You're in the tow business. You're in the tow business. You need to go where people's shit is raggedy. You need to go where the raggedy people at. You need to go where the raggedy cars are at. You need to go where the population of people are at. Why? Because it's more people having accidents. Ain't nobody having accidents out there in Downers Grove because it ain't that many people congested like this. And they're driving Bentleys. They're driving McLarens. They're driving Lamborghinis. So they're driving like they have some sense. Ferrari is right there on Ogden. Ain't nobody driving no Ferrari like they ain't got no sense. But in the city, people are driving recklessly. You know this. See, once we start having the conversation and we get into the context of the conversation, the truth start coming out. You ain't where you supposed to be. You trying to tow rich white folks who ain't gonna call you because the shit they driving ain't breaking down.
Yeah.
Now this shit would have it would have worked. That too. Now see, this conversation would have worked if I wasn't in Chicago and knew the market. I would just go with what you said. But since I'm here and I know where you at and I know where you don't want to go, you can't run that shit on me. You ain't where you supposed to be.
Why you man?
Well, I just told you what you didn't want to hear that you needed to hear. So hopefully you take this information and you go deal with Fonum. Go deal with little Fonum. And you gonna be towing some stolen Hondas and some Hondas, some stolen Kias, and you gonna be relocating some stolen Hellcats.
And if you read about me on the news, you know it was your fault.
Nah, man. You know where
look.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I know what it was.
You know where you could post up. What I'm saying is you don't necessarily got to post up on 63rd. You don't necessarily got to post up on 79th. You ain't necessarily got to post up on Chicago Avenue and Laramie. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to post up on goddamn North Avenue and Central. You can go post up on State and Congress or where Ida B. Wells. Now State and Ida B. Wells. You can post up somewhere there. You can go post up on Broadway and Fullerton. Broadway and Diversity. I just think you need to be in this. Why are you frowning, bro?
Huh? This truck is big, man. And motherfuckers park. It's not as simple as it sounds. Now I know you driven box trucks. I know. I get it, but
you're in a tow truck. You control the road. Man, you control the street. Listen. When you driving a tow truck, when you driving a 26-foot box truck, you control the road. Don't nothing move through me or around me unless I move out the way. What you mean? You in a goddamn flatbed. What you mean? You think somebody gonna bully me off the block and I'm in a flatbed? Are you crazy? I'm stopping. What they gonna do?
I'm talking about all these assholes parked on the street, and I'm trying to wheel down this tight ass goddamn street in this long ass fucking truck in these narrow ass fucking streets. You know what I'm talking about. You talking about Broadway and Broadway and goddamn Lakeshore? Come on.
So you called me talking about
Come on.
you want to give me your information so you told. So if God forbid something happened to me on goddamn Wabash or some shit like that, you gonna tell me, oh, I ain't coming to get you because the street too narrow? Man, you ain't trying to get no money, man. You ain't trying to get no money. Your phone call ended, man. Call back, man. Call back, man. This is what I'm saying, man. It ain't just a box truck business. Y'all be in the tow truck businesses don't want to work. Y'all want everything easy. Don't nothing come easy. He complaining about the streets too narrow and the truck too big. Listen to me. Wherever the person is broke down at, wherever their tire is flat at, wherever they need a goddamn jump start, you gotta be there. You chose to get into the tow truck business with that big ass flatbed. You gotta go where the money at. If you gotta block the street because somebody's car is broke down and it's parked, then you gotta block the street. I see tow trucks do that shit all the time. Stop traffic, do whatever you gotta do. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Jump over you, go around you? They gonna honk their horn. Most of the time they not gonna honk their horn because they scared to honk their horn because road rage is real here, and there's been some instances where road rage turned into fatalities from shootings. They just gonna sit there and they're gonna wait patiently while you hook the vehicle up, pull the winch out, hook the winch up so you can winch it up on the flatbed, flip the flatbed up, then you can move the tow truck out the way to the side somewhere and then lock it down. Man, it is what it is. But man, call back, man, if you get a chance, man. Call back. I don't know, man. Y'all tweaking out here in these streets, bro. Tweaking, man. Man, link pin to the top of the chat, man. Link pin to the top of the chat, man. What else we got, man? What else we got? Who else need my advice on something? See, y'all didn't know I knew the tow truck business, did y'all? I'm well versed, man. I just don't talk about it, man. But I know the tow truck business. I know it very, 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 very well. Very, 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 very well. Hey, man. You don't want to work. You want to stay out there with the people with the Lamborghinis, man. You ain't gonna never get no calls out there in Downers Grove. What are you talking about? And people drive Lamborghinis out there and Bentleys and Rolls Royces. They not calling you. Joe Perillo gonna send an enclosed trailer to come pick that shit up. They not calling you. They don't want their truck. They Rolls Royce Mansory on a goddamn flatbed. Nah, we gotta come pick this up in an enclosed trailer. We gotta come pick this up in an enclosed trailer. You out there in Downers Grove. You think I'm bullshitting, don't you? You think I'm bullshitting. He like, damn, Martin know all the sauce. Yeah, look at this. I bought all my luxury cars from Perillo. Hold on. Look at this. He said Downers Grove. This is what's in Downers Grove. Downers Grove. This is where you buy all the fly shit at. The Bentleys, the McLarens, the Rolls Royces, Lamborghini is out there, Ferrari is in Downers Grove. Why? Because rich people live in Downers Grove. They're not calling you, man. They're not calling you, bro. Come on to the city, man. Deal with phone them, man. All right, man. Let me get back to the cargo van stuff. Let's get back to the cargo van stuff. Hold on. Man, oh man, oh man. All right. Bet. What was we looking at? Cargo vans. Hold on. Let me pull it back up. Uh, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna pull the cargo vans back up. Do. Let me pull this up. Cars. We're gonna go Ford. We're gonna go Transit 250. We're gonna go out 100 miles. Now let's go out a little farther. Let's go out a little further. Let's go 150 miles out for a Transit T250. No, we want to go used. All right. So we want to go used. All right. So boom. So as I was talking about before, I got to call it. The link is pinned to the top of the chat if anybody else want to call up. Cargo van prices are through the roof right now. So I said that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. And I think I was speaking to the aspect of the bad thing. So the prices are through the roof. You see base 250s, no medium, no high roof, $40,000. I did come across a high roof that was $28,000, which I was shocked to see. There it is right there. So this is an extended length high roof 2020 with 158,000 miles. Now, if I was in the market for a cargo van and I was looking, I would be calling these people tomorrow. Oh, this is right here on 44th and Archer. This is in the city. I might swing by there tomorrow. I might swing by there and go live tomorrow and see what they talking about. This is a good deal. I wonder if there's something wrong with this thing. This is a really good deal. In comparison to what the prices of these vans are going for right now, this is a really good deal. The miles, 150,000 miles, I'm not really worried about that. But for 2020, extended length high roof, it's a really good deal. I might swing by there tomorrow. 44th and Archer. All right, I think I know this place. Let me see. You see some medium roofs. The inventory for extended length high roof is almost non-existent. All right, so I said that's the bad and the good. So right now we're talking about the bad, the price point. Here's something with 90,000, 2020, 34,000. This is an extended length high roof. But okay, here's another one, 33,000, 55,000, 2020. How many miles does this one have on it? 55,000 miles. You see the inventory for this spec of cargo van is very, 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 very low. Here's a medium roof. This is it's not an extended length though. Here's one, 50,000. This is a 2023. This is still fairly new. But even $50,000 is pricey. Prior to the pandemic, you could get a T350 single wheelbase. I looked at a T250 single wheelbase prior to the pandemic. It was $33,000 brand new at the dealership. So the prices have skyrocketed. Now, that's the bad thing. Here is the good thing about the prices skyrocketing. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to do a compare and contrast so you can see where I'm going with this. I want you to see where I'm going with this, guys. Because it's a point here. It's a point to this. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. Let me see. Let's do a search. And then we want to filter out here. All right, so boom. Let me share my screen. Let's look at box truck, because a lot of people want to get into the box truck business. And I say, you ain't ready for it. You can't afford it. So forth, so skippy. Now look at these prices. Now these are level 3 trucks. But even during the pandemic, a level 3 truck was going extremely high. And they were flying out like hotcakes as well. You're looking at level 3 trucks. And to some people, a level 3 truck is no worries. To some people it is. But to some people, they'll buy this $10,000, a level 3 truck, and if they got to put another 20, 25 into it, no problem, because they still walking away with a truck for $30,000, right? Or if it requires other maintenance that doesn't pertain to the powertrain, no big deal. You have some people out here that are mechanically inclined. You got some people out here that have a little capital. They don't mind spending another 10, 15 in it. They can walk away with a box truck for 25,000, right? But you got level 3 trucks now that are extremely low at Penske, right? These prices weren't nowhere near like this 2-3 years ago. Even when we start scrolling down to the level 2s, you got level 2s in the $20,000 mark. All right. Level 1s start at, let's see here. Level 2 is a 2016 Hino. Level 2. Let's see what the cheapest level 1 truck we can find. I'm scrolling slow, guys. I'm scrolling slow. Just so you can see where the price points are at. Now, look at the price points. Look at the levels. Look at the inventory. And when I say look at the inventory, look at the volume of inventory. Look how many trucks are available in comparison to 2 years. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. Follow me now. Follow me. Level 2, level 2, level 2, level 2. We still going. Let's see what the cheapest level 1 truck is. Boom, level 1 right here. All right, so the cheapest level 1 truck is a 2018 Freightliner for $33,000 with 239,000 miles. Let's see if this is a non-CDL. CDL required? No. So it's actually a non-CDL, and it has a lift gate. So for $33,000, you could get a 26-foot box truck with 239,000 miles, which is low miles for a 26-foot box truck with a lift gate, 2018, level 1. All right. Now, cargo van, you're looking at $50,000 for 2023, $21,000 for 2019. The one that I showed you was $28,000 with 158,000 miles, right? That was a 2020, right? So the bad thing is the price point. Now, what's the good thing about these prices being high? The reason why the prices are so high for these cargo vans is because they're in high demand. The reason why these box trucks prices have plummeted is because they're in low demand. We're looking for a specific spec, the spec that I always tell people to get. Why? It's because you're going to make your most money with that spec. We've scrolled through how many pages and we've only seen 3 built out to the spec. Supply is low. Why? Because demand is high. Demand is high, supply is low, price goes up. Why is the demand high for cargo vans? Because the work is there. I don't see people with cargo vans complaining. Why? Because if all else fails, you can always deal with essentials. There's always going to be opportunity for essentials. And I've been telling you this shit for over a year. The proof is right there in the pudding. A goddamn box truck is cheaper than a goddamn cargo van. Supply and demand. The same shit that I've been teaching about the box truck business, why it was what it was during the pandemic, why it changed, why it is where it is now. Utilize that same formula for this. A piece of equipment that has lower capacity is much more expensive than a bigger piece of equipment that has more capacity, and it's a lot cheaper. Demand isn't there. More demand with the cargo van business. Because when the economy shifts, or let's say we're in a downward trajectory as far as the economy is concerned, a person with a cargo van can still find work and opportunity. So you have more people flooding to buy cargo vans, which is keeping the supply down, increasing the demand, which is ultimately increasing the price, and you don't see people trading their cargo vans in. They're not getting rid of them. They're not complaining. They're not losing them like these box truck people, which is why the inventory is so high. And not only is the inventory high because people are losing them, they can't sell them because the interest isn't there. So everybody that comes to me and they say, "Oh, Mark, I want to get into the box truck business," and I say, "Nah, I don't think you're ready. You don't got a business plan. I think maybe you should go a cargo van route." Here is more proof. Now, the cargo van is more expensive, right? Which is the bad thing. But on the flip coin, the good thing about that is obviously the cargo vans are expensive for a reason. Because the demand is there because the work is there. And the work is always going to be there. Because like I said, if all else fails in a downward economy, you can always count on essentials. You can always count on essentials. So the choice is going to always be up to you. It's my job to come on here and give you the information, educate you, teach you, give you the guidance that you need to make a well-informed decision based off my experience. And I'll utilize talking points like this to prove to you so that you can go back and do your own research, right? So you don't make ill-advised decisions like a lot of people did 2-3 years ago coming into this business. Me personally, when people ask me this, I always say, they always ask me, I get this question all the time, "Mark, if you were re-entering into the business now, what would you do?" And I always say, get a cargo van. I'm going to go where the work is. I'm going to go where it's easier to scale. And I'm going to go where I have 100% surety. I can't say I would have that with a 26-foot box truck, let alone being able to source the talent that I need to put in it in order for me to make money from it. I know I can find somebody to put in that cargo van. I know I can find some single mother to go deliver some packages for me. I don't have to look for a big brolic male to go push this 26-foot box truck and deal with all the BS and not wanting to come to work. Day like today, day after the Super Bowl and all the Super Bowl parties, today was used to be one of them days. You can just already expect the call offs. That single mother, she coming. She coming to get that, pick up them keys to that cargo van to go deliver these 100 packages. I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got to worry about man coming, getting on this 26-foot box truck because he went to the Super Bowl party or he bet on the team that lost and he's sad and miserable because he lost his money. Nah, that go the proof right there. Cargo van, to me, is the way to go, and there's the proof. They selling cargo vans for an arm and a leg. Literally, you got to buy a cargo van. You got to literally cut off your arm and your leg because the demand is there. I still have yet, we on what, page what? All you see is mid roofs. There's plenty of mid roofs. We on page 4 and we only came across 3 extended length high roofs. Look at this. Here go one. So that makes 4 in 5 pages. 51,000, 50,000 miles. Let's do this. Let's not oldest to newest. Let's do price payment lowest to highest. Let's filter out. Let's do this. We don't want to do best match. We want to do lowest priced to highest. Let's see the cheapest extended length high roof. Let's see. We're gonna keep scrolling until we find the cheapest extended length high roof. It's probably gonna be that 28,000. Hmm. We got one for 18,000. A 2017 extended length high roof. Where's this one at? Yeah, some 2017, 220. It's the miles is up there. It's got 225,000 miles, 18,000. But here go an extended length high roof. Like, you know, here's what I'm saying. What may work for some may not work for others. But here's a 2017 for 18, under 20, got 225,000 miles, but it's an extended length high roof. It's clean too. All right, let's see what else we got. So we found one for 18,000. We looking for spec. We looking at spec. Extended length high roof. We on page 3. We found one for 18. Let's see if we can find another one. Now, to an individual who's looking to get into the space, beggars can't be choosers. I'm giving you my advice on the spec to come in, but you may not be able to afford 20 grand, 28,000. Now that one that we just saw right there for 18, it had 225,000 miles on it. Some people may not want to take that. Me, if I go test drive it and I take my mechanic with me and he give me the thumbs up, I'm writing a check. All right. But new people coming into business, they may not be willing to take that risk, right? Because they're a new business owner. They're not accustomed to the level of risk taking that a seasoned entrepreneur is willing to take. So, and to me, it wouldn't be a risk if I take my mechanic with me and we spend time there, we test it, it goes through the full inspection that my mechanic is going to put it through because I'm paying him to go with me. And if he say, man, it's a runner, it's strong, I say go for it, then I'm going for it. I don't really worry about that type of shit. Let's see, we're going to find one more. Let's see. Now, this is a yellow one, all right? This is a yellow one, but the reason why we don't do yellow because we don't want to go into a Natasha situation, all right? Natasha didn't listen to old Marky Mark. I said, get all white, Natasha. Natasha, y'all saw, but Natasha did what she wanted to do. She went out and she bought a yellow cargo van, and she comes back and complains to Mark on a live stream and says, Mark, don't nobody want to mess with me because I got a yellow cargo van. I said, Natasha, we told you on the live stream to get all white. And she had the blank stare face. So even though we see a yellow one right here with 103,000 miles for 23,000, that's an extended length, that's a high roof, we don't touch it. We don't touch him. We leave him where he's at. Why? Because limited opportunity. There are going to be people that are going to turn you away. So we don't touch him. It's like he's not even there. We scroll past that. We only looking for white. If it ain't white, it ain't right. That only pertains to a box truck and a cargo van. We don't pertain that to anything else. If it ain't white, it ain't right. Only when it comes to a cargo van or a box truck. All right, listen. We looking for extended length high roof. That's a medium roof. We on page 5. We're going to find this one more. We got to find this one more. Here's that other one that we saw earlier. So the second one is going to be this one. I like this one, man. Man, I might go look at him tomorrow, man. See if he a runner, man. Don't have me go look at him tomorrow and get this thing and show y'all how it's done for content. If I go look at this thing tomorrow, if I get a chance to go look at this thing tomorrow and this thing is good and it's a runner, don't have me get this thing and do a whole marked in 30-day series in cargo van. 30-day cargo van mark series. Day 1. Man, for some reason, man, this thing, it looks like it might be a runner. 28,000, 158,000 miles, 2020. It took us 5 pages to find 2 extended length, high roof T250 cargo vans. So inventory is low because that's the spec that you would want to come into this business with. So we found one for 18,000. We found one for 28,000. Pretty much everything else we've seen in the first 5 pages are base models or medium roofs. So, what about a black cargo van? You're gonna get turned away. Most companies call for or require all white. The only way you're gonna get away with a black cargo van, or in Natasha's case, the yellow cargo van, you're gonna have to take it to my buddies. I'm gonna show you who my buddies are. I'm gonna tell you how you gotta deal with it. I'm gonna show you what you gotta do. Give me 1 second. Let me pull my buddy up. He's gonna get you right. Give me 1 second. Come on, bro. Why you keep popping up? Where's my buddy at? All right, here it is. All right, boom. Let me share my screen. You're going to have to go see my buddy. You're going to get you right. So you buy you a black cargo van or you buy you a white cargo van. You take it to my buddy. You're going to charge you about $3,000 to wrap it white. So the only way that makes sense is if you find a cargo van really inexpensive that's not white, which would then, I guess, justify you going spending the $3,000 for a vinyl wrap. But if that's not the case, then just get white. You know, so. Jordan said, would a medium roof be okay to start? Yeah, of course. Listen, I'm just giving you the spec that I would get, all right? The spec that's going to get you the most bang for your buck, right? The longest wheelbase, the highest roof, the bigger, the more capacity, right? That's the most capacity you can get, right? That's the biggest spec they make, right? Which is going to give you more opportunity. But I understand not everybody is going to be able to acquire that. You can only acquire what your budget will allow. But I'm always going to give you where you're going to be able to get the best bang for your buck, right? If you go and you look at a medium roof for 25, 26,000, which we saw some there, and then you see an extended length high roof for 28, I'm going to spend the extra 3,000 for the additional capacity. The last thing I want to be doing is hopping on and off the back of that thing. And it's not just for the capacity. Like I was talking to a guy earlier who's 6'6". You're dealing with small parcel. You got a 75, 80 stops. You're steady hopping on the back of that thing, crunched over like that all day. That's not good. You want to be able to stand up in that thing if possible. And we talking about the cargo van when I say stand up in that thing if possible. All right. Get your mind out the gutter. All right. But if you can't afford it, if your budget doesn't allow it, then you have to start with what you can afford. So if a medium roof is all you can afford, then sure. Why not? Some people may not be able to even start with a medium roof. Some people may have to start with a base model. Some people may have to start with a base model. So not everybody, is fortunate as others. All right? So let's see here. Where's my button at? So some people may have to start with a base model. which is like something like this. And here's a base model they want 30,000 for 2019 with 73,000 miles, and I showed you a 2020 with 75,000 more miles, but it's an extended length with a high roof. But some person would probably have to start with a cheaper version of this. You know, you gotta get in where you fit in. And even these base models are $30,000. That's crazy. This is a $15,000 cargo van. But this is how much work the cargo van industry has to have the demand that it has, to decrease the supply, to keep this, for the dealerships to continue to raise those prices. It's a lot of demand for cargo vans because the work is there. And this is your box truck. You can now buy a level 1 box truck for as low as $33,000. This truck two years ago was $70,000. And if you're really frugal, you can get a level 3 for $10,000. 24 feet Freightliner, 200,000 miles, $11,000. Look how much inventory they got. This is a lot of inventory. But let's go back to those level 1s. Let's see. I'm just curious. Level 1. All right, so this is the cheapest level 1, 33,000. 33,000. 2019. Where's the amount? 235,000 miles. 2017, 34. International Freightliner. It goes a reefer. 34,000. 235 on the miles. 2017 Hino, 268, 252,000 miles, $36,000. $36,000. Look how much inventory they got. A cargo van is more money than a box truck. A cargo van is more money than a 26-foot box truck. In some cases. But shit, you got some $50,000 cargo vans. Look, here's a base model for $36,000. 2021. $37, $37, $37, $39, $38. Base model. These prices are ridiculous, but they're ridiculous for a reason. The demand is there. Look at that. Look at this short boy. 39,000. Yeah. So Mark, would that spec only apply to the Ford brands of cargo vans, or are there any brand that you would recommend? You can go Ram ProMaster, but I wouldn't recommend it. A lot of people complain about the transmission on the Ram ProMaster. A few of my subs have Ram ProMasters, and they had trans issues. The Chevy Express doesn't make a high roof, but they do make an extended length. Hello?
Yo, Mark.
What's up?
Hey, why do you think people first of all, I appreciate everything you do, man, but why do you
It's
think
all
people go to the dealer to get those trucks like that? Like, I don't understand. Like, I get that, like, those are the high roof trucks, like those are the trucks that everybody wants so you can get more loads and stuff. But I started with a Transit Connect, bro. And I've been doing pretty good, but like I don't know, man. I can't find myself to go to the dealer and go get one of those trucks like that. Right now, at least, especially starting out.
Well, you started with a Transit Connect, which is a smaller vehicle. So what are you doing with the Transit Connect? Just gig stuff or what?
Yeah, gigs and yeah, pretty much just gigs. Like I just finished another Amazon. I've been doing roadie, Amazon, freight, uh, pretty much any gig app that you can get on the phone. I do,
Mm-hmm.
but like I ran into a lot of people that actually like got those vans and like they be like, man, I can't. I'm about to start. I'm about to go back to my regular job, and I just be looking at them and I'd be like, well, you
What you
obviously
mean
ain't do
they
your
got those
research.
vans and they about to go back to their regular job? They just don't know what
Like
they're doing.
exactly.
They don't know what they're doing because the proof is right here in the pudding. I know what these
Facts.
vans cost and what they were running for prior to the pandemic, during the pandemic. For a van to continue to go up in price, demand is there. I've been saying that the money is over there. This is proving it to you. Supply and demand. So if a person gets into
Yeah,
a
that's
cargo van
facts.
business and they can't
That's
find,
facts,
listen,
bro.
if you can't
That's
make
facts.
money with a cargo
Yeah, I
van,
just
then
got through
some
like this
wrong with you.
morning I had roadie. I got up at about like 5 and before 9 o'clock I had already made about $200. So
Mm.
from there, I had an Amazon. So I did an Amazon, then I did some more roadie, and then I ended up getting another Amazon. It's been raining all day, but shit, I've been in the van all day. Raincoat,
Where you at in Atlanta?
just drenched, making this money, bro.
Where you at in Atlanta? Hello? I don't think you can hear me. Yo, can you hear me? Yo, yo,
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but can you hear me? I don't know. All right, so boom. Yeah, so let me answer some of these questions till he called back. You said, can you put your business name on your van? You can put your name with your DOT number if you have a DOT number and an MC number. You can put that on the door of your van if you want. That's not a big deal. If you're talking about fully branding and wrapping your van, then if you're going to run commercially, I would advise against it. The only thing I would put is if you got your name of your company on the door, with your DOT number, your MC number if you have one. Uh, Mark, what's the best month to get into the business where prices is low for a box truck? To be honest with you, I think the prices are as low as they're going to get right now. If you're talking about when's the best time to get into the business, I would say probably March is a good time to get into a business, or entering in now, prepping now for the beginning of the busy season, right? So you can get in now. I think the prices that we see some of these box trucks, to me, these are pre-pandemic prices, to be honest with you. These are pre-pandemic prices. So I think purchasing one now, prices are good. Cargo van prices are extremely high because demand is there. Demand is there for that equipment. So what Amazon is he doing? I don't know. I think he's in Atlanta. Not for local work. These guys are local, Daniel. Let me see. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. Find me a $10,000 holler. It's plenty of $10,000 vans, but they're going to be base models. You can find you a base model van for 10,000. Simple. You probably find you a base model T150. Hold on. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Pretty sure we can find you a base model for $10, lowest price. So this is what you're gonna get for a dime. You're gonna get something around this. You're gonna get you a T150, which is equivalent to a 1500. All right, so you're dropping your engine down. You're dropping your powertrain down to a 1500, and you can get something around the $12,000 mark, 11,000, 15,000, 16,000. You'll probably be able to find something for 10,000 more on like OfferUp or OfferUp, maybe Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. You can find a $10,000 van, but it ain't gonna be no 2,500 or no 3,500. I tell you that much. Let me see. D. Jenkins said, I was going to get a 26-foot box truck, but Mark talked me into a cargo van. It was the best thing I ever done. Thanks. Shout out to you, man. Congratulations, man. Glad you listened to me and took my advice. Jameson said people are also turning cargo vans into RVs. Yep, actually saw was it a Sprinter or a Transit? It might have been a Sprinter RV the other day. Let me see. Let me see. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. Let me see. Looking to do box truck business in Indy. Would you recommend a cargo van or a box truck? I'm not really familiar with the Indiana market. I might be down there this weekend for the All-Star game. I'm thinking about coming down there. As far as the Indianapolis market, cargo van or box truck, here's the thing. If you have never been in this business, I've been advising people that are new coming into this business to start small and then work their way up to a 26-foot box truck. So without really understanding that market down there, even though it's really close to here, I would advise you blindly to start with a cargo van if you have no experience in this industry. It's going to help you be more successful. I've seen more people be successful starting humbly than people that started, near the top and struggle. So I would start with a cargo van. Let me see. Let me see. Would jumping into a 26-footer for middle mile be a bad idea? I can't, here's the thing. If you don't have any experience in this industry, I think you're going to be challenged. I think, I've talked about that learning curve, you know what I'm saying? And it's getting tougher. Brokers aren't looking to deal with new entrants, understanding the business, learning the business, and learning it at a cost. And depending on how much working capital you have, is going to determine how long you can sustain your business while you learn. And why you are, allowing your authority to age and trying to find work in an industry that has kind of turned their back or is slowly turning their back onto new entrants. So, I'm going to always say, start from humble beginnings. And the reason why I say that is because that's how I started. I didn't start in a 26-foot box truck. I started in a 2002 Chevy Avalanche doing gig work. And I was able to offer Craigslist because the gig economy didn't exist. So I found opportunities on Craigslist. And I was able to do a multitude of jobs daily from that and save up a lot of money and then start renting trucks and then continue to grow and then continue to scale buying trucks, fully licensing my businesses and continue to go, get in a warehouse, then becoming the actual doing cross docking myself, where freight was being middleman to my warehouse. So it was a process, but I started with what I had. I don't know what it's like to start with a 26-foot box truck because I didn't have the resources or even the know-how or even know where to go. I started with what I had, doing side jobs, and learned the business from there and worked my way up from there. And I think that was the best thing for me. And I think that's the best thing for anybody. I've seen more success stories in my chat from people that have started humbly and continue to progress in an upward trajectory from humble beginnings than I've seen people come in and complain that got in and started up here with something really advanced, or something that's really expensive, something that's really expensive to maneuver at the beginning. So I'm always going to say start from humble beginnings because that's how I started. I can't really give you a blueprint of starting from a 26-foot box truck because I didn't start that way. I think starting from humble beginnings is the best thing for anybody to do. Let me see. Stuff. I got 2 bands. Tony Burrell says, looking to start up with a 26-foot box. Now I'm seriously after watching your content. You say you're seriously what? After watching my content. What y'all got going on in the chat? Oh man, y'all arguing. I watched you and Kirk's videos regarding middleman. It seems you only deal with pallets and can be a one-man operation. I've done car deliveries with my wife and I kept books on everything. Is it just different animal at much? Is it just a much different animal at much larger scale with a 26-foot box truck? Yeah, I mean a 26-foot box truck in comparison to a cargo van is a different animal. Just like a semi truck in comparison to a 26-foot box truck is a different animal. But here's the thing, and I always use this example. If you're playing a video game like GTA or let's say Super Mario Brothers, if you've never played the game before and you start at level 8 and you're trying to fight the boss, you're not going to know what to do. You're not going to know what keys on the controller to use to punch and to kick and to jump. Same thing with this industry. If you come in something as advanced as a 26-foot box truck and you've never been in this business before, it's going to be difficult trying to maneuver. If you come in with something less expensive, something that's less expensive to maintain, something that's easier to maneuver and navigate through the logistics industry, and while you're maneuvering and navigating through the logistics industry and something that's less expensive, right? Which means it's also going to be less expensive to learn. You're learning at a cheaper cost. And as you learn and making money, then you can scale from there. All right. So the decision is up to you. You know, some people, they don't want to start from humble beginnings. They don't want to start from the bottom. They want to jump into a 26-foot box truck because that's what the internet is telling them to do. But business doesn't work like that. Business, in most cases, for most people, including myself, is something that you have to get in, learn, understand, and evolve. All right. I mean, let's take YouTube, because a lot of you guys have been following my YouTube from the beginning. If you go look at content from last year in comparison to content from this year, it's better, right? The quality is better. Even me, my presentation is better. Why? I'm a lot more comfortable in front of the camera. I know now how to capture an audience versus last year. I was still trying to figure out how to capture an audience, and how to not only capture the audience, how to maintain the audience. As far as not maintain them, keep them coming back, that has never been an issue, but keep them engaged. Right. So, I started to add a little bit of entertainment into my live streams. I started to crack more jokes. I started to just relax and let loose. Then I started the accountability stuff. Once the first time I did the accountability, I saw the engagement, right? It was risky. I ran some people away when I first did it. Some people didn't like it, but for the most part, I saw that holding people accountable gave me the opportunity to still educate, but it also helped engage the chat, right? Help engage the chat, and it provided a level of entertainment to my live streaming content that was prior just straight educational, and it could become a little bit boring, right? So the content has constantly evolved and it gets better, right? Even though this is not a business that, like my trucking and my moving business, at the end of the day, anything you do, when you come in from the beginning, you work at it, you evolve, you get better, you get better, you get better. Even with this, I've put more money and more money. Now, if I would have came in with expensive cameras, expensive lights, monitors everywhere, Mac Studio, cameras, all this shit that I got sitting right here, I would have had all this shit and would have nobody been watching me. Because the main thing that captures the audience is the person, the personality. And if I don't know how to capture the audience, don't none of this shit matter. If you go get a 26-foot box truck and you don't know how to move that bitch, don't none of that 26-foot box shit matter. If you don't know how to move it and make money, then just having a truck don't matter. And see, that's what a lot of people failed at. They thought that, okay, I'll go get a 26-foot box truck, the work is going to find you. No, it don't work like that. Just because you got a 26-foot box truck don't mean the work going to fall into your lap. And a lot of people still think that. So just because I got the lights and the cameras and the fancy shit don't mean I'm going to be able to capture and maintain an audience. So it was best to start acquiring stuff as I got better, right? Because there was no sense in me spending all that money. And after 3 months, I might have just threw in the towel anyway. Start from humble beginnings. Start with what you got. Start with a cargo van. Learn, evolve, scale, grow, learn, educate yourself, get better. So then, boom, when you do have the capital, when you do have the knowledge, the know-how to scale up from a cargo van to a 16-footer or to a 26-footer, it's not going to be as hard for you to maneuver with that 26-footer as it would have been if you jump from never being in the industry at all straight to a 26-foot box truck. And that's just my take on it. Let me see. Do you know anything about the Mississippi, Louisiana Gulf Coast market for cargo vans? I do not. Daniel said he wish he started humbly. Damn. I think your issue, Daniel, is, and this is based off the conversations I've seen you have with Kirk. I think your situation is comfortability. I think you are a person who's retired and you wanted to supplement income. You want to do something to keep you busy. And I think now that you went out and bought that box truck, you bought the box truck, you never really ran it. Then you went to go get your CDL. You went and took your CDL test a couple times, failed, finally passed it. Now you have a box truck and now you want to drive semi trucks. So I think you're in a situation where you have this equipment, but the pressure isn't on you to perform because you've worked many years for, I think you worked at Notre Dame and you are successfully retired. You want to have some type of hobby, I believe, and you do this when you want to, but it seems like you're not doing it at all. So my thing with you, Daniel, is even if you would have got a cargo van, I think your cargo van would still be parked just as much as your box truck. And that's just me, that's me telling you this based off the dialogue that I've seen you have with Kurt. You're comfortable. You don't have to work. You just bored. You got a box truck that's sitting. If you had a cargo van, I believe it would be sitting too. Because the work that's required, you don't have to do it. You're one of those rare situations where shit, you don't gotta work. You're retired. You just bored and ain't got shit else to do, and you just trying to do something because you think you want to do it, but in reality, you don't want to do this shit. You don't want to do this shit. You don't want to do this shit. To be honest with you, you just need to enjoy retirement, it seem like, and go travel. Go take a cruise or something every 3 months. Go on a cruise ship, take a cruise, sit at the slot machine, sit at the penny slot, feed a penny in there every 5 minutes, just waste time and enjoy retirement. Sip you a pina colada, you know what I'm saying? And chill out, man. You ain't trying to get this. You ain't trying to get it because you don't have to. Your back ain't against the wall. You got a pension coming in. You ain't hungry for it. Stop fooling yourself. You should donate your box truck. Donate to one of these guys out here who less fortunate that's hungry. Donate your truck, man. You ain't trying to get it. Tony said he going with a cargo van after watching my content. Appreciate you. Sharp said, any idea on how to maximize with 2 cargo vans in California? The apps here are jokes. Have 2 routes with T-Force, but need to maximize. So what you need to do is what you're trying to do is supplement what you got going on with T-Force during the day. So if the apps aren't working for you, depending on what market you're in California, I would sign up for T-Force and try to get some small B2C, business to consumer, work through T-Force. I would throw that into the hat as well. So now you have direct consumer contact where people can reach out to you to do small odd and end jobs with your cargo van. So sign up for T-Force. What I'll do is not T-Force, but Thumbtack. I'll give you my code so that you can get your first $100 in leads free. Thumbtack code. First $100 in leads free. So I'll put that right there. Shout out to Raphael for that super sticker. Appreciate you. Or super chat. Appreciate you.
Sweet.
Oh, that was a super sticker. I'm sorry. Appreciate that. Let me see. Where did I leave off at? Louisiana. Let me see. Box truck. Okay, because I have to ask after not asking for 2 months now. How's your Chicago mayor doing? He's a retard. He's retarded. He's okay. He had a panic attack not too long ago about the migrant situation, but shit, we got a migrant situation. We got a carjacking issue. We got a lot of issues going on. His first 8-9 months in office ain't been going well. He's not gangster enough to run this city, man. He ain't a gangster. He ain't gangster enough to run this city. So I don't know. Hopefully he make it through the next 3.5 years. But it is what it is. Let's see. – What's considered essential deliveries? Essentials: groceries, household products, paper products, essentials, health and beauty products like deodorant, soap, things of that nature. Things that people need: food, health and beauty, paper products. Big Boy says, show some more trucks. Man, you want to look at more trucks? I just showed y'all a bunch of trucks. I showed y'all a bunch of trucks and a bunch of vans. Hold on, let's see. True said that Live with Angel was a top 2 live. Yeah, I think that might be number 1 to be actually. I think I might just put it in number 1, man. And trust me, I didn't know it was going in that direction. I didn't know it was going in that direction, but it just started off spicy. I'm like, man, this shit is starting off spicy. That shit was crazy. Tony Burrell flex. I want for a rate per mile. I'm going to keep doing local business with cargo van here in Texas. Come on, Dan. You know 6% is on the lower end for a dispatcher. You know that. Then we just see a dispatcher want 20% last week. For box trucks, only need to be in tune and up, sir. Is it okay to rent? Lease the truck over to get in. It's okay to rent as long as the price isn't inflated and you're able to get profit. So listen here. So I joined 5-man LLC box truck business, low key, blind, but confident in learning the business. I'm providing 16-foot box trucks. Only needs to be tuned up and served. My question mark is it okay to rent? So here's the thing. If you're renting a box truck, one, the rate has to be fair as far as the weekly rate and as far as the mileage rate. If you're running something like OTR, then you really have to make sure you got the best bang for your buck because you're running over the country, you're running across country, so you're going to run up miles. And each mile you run is costing you. So you have to understand what your cost per mile is to make sure that whatever you're spending on that rental is not eating into your bottom line and it's not going to keep you in the red. Now, if you're doing something like final mile where you're local, then you're not really running that many miles. If you're doing something like moving, then you're offering a premium service, right? At a premium price. And here's the thing: if I'm renting a 26-foot box truck for a moving company, and I know I got a move schedule each day of the week, 4 or 5 bedrooms, I wouldn't mind spending $1,000 for the week for a 26-foot box truck because I'm gonna make that money in the first few hours of a 4-bedroom house move. I'm charging $300 an hour, so it really wouldn't matter, you know. But if you're doing something like OTR and you're one of these guys who's spending $2,000 a month for insurance and 29-30 cents a mile and $900 or $1,000 a week for a box truck rental, then no, that's not a good rate if you're running OTR. So it really depends on what you're doing. So lease the truck over to get running on the road out selves. Rewrite that sentence because I mean your sentence is I'm having a hard time following. Lease the truck over to getting running on the roads out selves. Yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. I'm still doing business in SUV, blah, 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 no pressure, gig economy, waiting for those tax refunds. Daniel says, yeah, but I sat long enough. Listen, Daniel, you don't need to be sitting anyway. You got a box truck. You bought a box truck and then you parked it and then you said, I'm going to go get a CDL. Then you went to school and got your CDL. You took the test 10 times before you finally passed it. You've had your CDL for a little over a month, maybe 2 months now, and you're not even driving trucks. So here's the thing, Daniel. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. You have what people wish they had, and you're not utilizing it because you don't have to. If being retired and the level of comfortability that I know you're having because you have this equipment but you fail to utilize it is what you want to do, then sit at home and watch Gilligan's Island all day. All right? Watch The Love Boat or whatever it is that you grew up on, because I think you're a little bit older than me. MASH. Sit at home and watch MASH all day. Because clearly you ain't about this life. You ain't about that life. Because if you was, you'd be on the road right now. You'd be watching me from a truck stop. You're in the crib comfortably and your truck is sitting there pretty and clean in your driveway. Your truck don't got a speck of dirt on it because you don't move it. Now, if you're ready to get out here and start working, then get out here and start working. Your authority is age. You've been in the business for a minute. You just don't want to work. Either work or sell your truck. Either work or sell your truck. Or let it sit in your driveway and just look at it. It's up to you. It's up to you, big dog. An update on how to start a cargo van business video would go crazy. You know what's crazy? The cargo van business video that I did 2 years ago is still going crazy. If you hold on, well, you wouldn't know. Let me see. YouTube Studio. Analytics. So my how to start a cargo van business step by step. I did this 2 years ago, I believe. Yeah, December 18th, 2022. Last week or last month, it was my 6th most viewed video. I changed the title to 2024 edition. So I just changed the title to make it seem like it was 2024. But I shot that. That was a live stream from December 18th. Last month, it was my 6th most viewed video. So people are still watching it. So if I shoot a new one, that's going to take away from the content that I shot 2 years ago. So it's probably best to just let that ride. But technically I did do a follow-up video to that, which actually I did about 6 months ago, which was cargo van business versus box truck business, which one to choose. So that was like a follow-up to that. And that was a video that's kind of talking, it paralleled box truck business versus cargo vans, kind of similar to what we did today with me showing you the cargo vans and showing you the box truck. And that was my 3rd most viewed video last month. And this is a live stream that I shot back in September. So that was kind of the follow-up to that, to kind of help people understand what's the difference between the two and what they need to look into getting into either one of those businesses and doing like a compare and contrast. So I don't want to kind of oversaturate doing the same content, especially if I have that content already existing and that old content is constantly month after month in my top 10 most viewed videos. My number 1 most viewed video last month of January was a video I did in December, which was considered 2024, considered this before starting a box truck business. So yeah, my cargo van content, how to start a cargo van business, those videos are still doing really, really well. The last true mayor in Chicago was Richard Daley. I agree. Lightfoot was gangster and a half, all in the men's restroom. Lightfoot wanted to be a gangster, but she wasn't. She was not a gangster. She wanted to be, but she was not. Clearly. Because if she was, she would have been an incumbent mayor. And what I mean by incumbent No one would have ran against her. No one ran against Daly. When Daly left, it's because he wanted to leave. Those 20 years Daly sat in that seat, every 4 years, no one ran against him. He didn't even have to campaign. He was an incumbent mayor. No one ran against him. That's gangster. That's gangster. Let me see. Shout out to Andrew Morris for that super chat. Appreciate that.
Sweet.
I bet 16 footers are cheap too. Not sure how to effectively utilize it besides moving. 16 footers are great for moving, especially if you want to focus on up to basic 2-bedroom apartments. Great for 1-bedroom apartments. Great for studios. Great for dorms. Less expensive than the 26-foot box truck, but caters to a specific niche in moving. Also, if you wanted to get a 16-foot box truck to do like office supply stuff for like T-Force and like Waco, Capstone for the staples, then it would be a great source to do your bulk delivery. Allow those palletized paper deliveries. 16-foot box truck comes in handy for those. Shout out to St. Louis in the building. All right, so boom. All right, cool. No one hit the link. It was pinned to the top of the chat. I answered mostly everyone's questions. Hopefully I didn't miss anything earlier when the tow truck guy was up here. So for the people that are looking to get into the business, I'm gonna always say, man, start from humble beginnings. Cargo van is probably a better way to go. If you must start with a 26-foot box truck, just make sure you do your due diligence, do your research. Make sure you have enough working capital to withstand that learning curve. Understand that coming into the business initially, especially if you want to go OTR middle mile, that, you know, a lot of brokers may not want to work with you. So understand that your first 3 months may be tough. So you have to understand that your first 3 months may be tough, and you have to have that working capital to be able to withstand those first 3 months and that learning curve, and not being able or possibly being able to keep your truck on the road as much as you would like to. A lot of research you need to do prior to coming in. You need to not limit yourself to specific things. I see a lot of the issue, and even with the guy that came up here for the tow truck, even with him with the tow truck, it's like people don't want to do certain things. And when you're starting a business, what you have to understand is you have no customers. You're new. No one knows you exist. No one knows you exist. Moving company, middle mile, final mile, whatever. You got a piece of equipment. No one knows you exist. You have to build up a clientele base. When you're starting a business, this is the time you're not privileged enough to say what you don't want to do. This is the time where you need to be doing any and everything and taking most of your risks, because you got to get your name out there. The only time you can say what you don't want to do, or I ain't doing this, or I'm turning this away, is when you're tenured in the business, your name is known, people know you, and you're booked, and you can tell people no, because it really don't matter. People are seeking you. Man, they good. I gotta go with that company. They good. I need to call them. Man, you know what? You know they book out because they good. So if you know you're gonna be moving, and you know you moving, your lease is up August 1st. You know you need to be booking Mark's company in June, no later than June 1st. You know you need to book them 2 to 3 months out because they book up. If you ain't in that conversation, then you ain't in a position to say, well, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, because don't nobody know you exist. When I first got started, I was doing shit that I didn't know how to do. No wasn't even in my repertoire. No wasn't even in my verbiage. I was doing shit I had no business doing, didn't even know how to do. But the shit I didn't know how to do, me being there, trying to do it, I was learning. When you're new into a business, every opportunity is an opportunity. You need to take advantage of every single opportunity. You have to get your name out there. You have to take the risk. So like to the tow truck guy, if you're still watching, You need to come to the city. Stop hanging out there in Downers Grove. It's 3 million people in the city. You in a suburb with less people. Oh, here you go. you back for round two?
Man, it seems like every time I try to catch you, man, I'm out running around, man.
Man, you cut me right when I was finna get ready to get off. What's up, man? You every time you come on the call, you just the first time you called up, some woman was in the background and you hurried up and ran and got off the line a few weeks ago. Somebody told me to ask you about that earlier. What was that woman about? She was telling you had to get off the jack.
Man, hell no, that baby mama, man.
She told you to get off, man. You got off. So
No,
then today,
no, not at all. She ain't say get off no phone.
Okay.
We ain't
well,
gonna do that one.
Pimpy told me to ask you about it earlier. She said ask him why he abruptly got off the jack that last time. So all right.
I was picking up. I was in the process of picking up my little boy, and she was like, "What are you doing?" So
damn, that's how she greeted you.
Yeah, she mad. She mad as a motherfucker right now, man. You know, we just split up, so you know how that go.
Wow, man. Yeah. Then earlier today, you just ended the call abruptly too.
Nah, my phone said it overheated. I'm like, what? And it disconnected me.
Oh man, what kind of phone you got? An iPhone?
Yep, iPhone.
Well, what's up, man? What you want to know?
But now I also seen motherfuckers be in the comment, always be having something to say, and not knowing. You know, a lot of people coming on here, man, ask you, Mark, man, because they need strategy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't even come from, you know, no type of background with no experience or nothing. So, you know, they just trying to take something out of thin air and make a plan. And then a lot of people in the comments don't understand it, but they got a lot to say. So I feel like if they got stuff to say, they should come on the live and join and share.
Well, you know, a lot of people in the chat. Well, here's the thing: we monitor the chat, so you know.
No. They ain't say nothing foul. I'm just saying, like, you know, instead of, you know, trying to tear people down that come on this channel, because I see a lot of people who come to your channel and they generally are just looking for strategy. They're not looking for help, but they're looking for strategies, bro. Because like, it's a lot of information being put out here for people to obtain, and sometimes what they call it
analysis paralysis. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, people obtain so much information and don't even have no type of experience, but they want to do it. And sometimes, you know, that builds anxiety and all types of stuff. So to have somebody like you, that shit a blessing.
I appreciate
you. Know what I mean?
But man, yeah, you can't really listen. We let the chat rock out because that brings that level of entertainment. You know, and here's the thing: if you can deal with the chat, and here's the thing. Business is tougher than the chat.
I don't give a damn about that. I just want people. I'm telling them like, damn, you know, saying you got the link, bring that energy to the live.
But see, a lot of people ain't going to come up here, even though some people need to come up here because they may not have the resources. You know what I'm saying? So if you got an opportunity to holler at me and I'm giving you all the game for nothing, then hit it. But some people don't want to, you know, some people are timid.
Yeah, and you know, I watch everybody's story and I admire everybody's journey because it's like, you know, everybody out here trying to make a way. You know, if they got it figured out, if they don't, you know what I mean? Everybody's strategy is gonna be different.
I enjoy helping y'all. Like, to be honest, I really get a lot of joy out of helping people. Like when I go back and watch the live streams, like the one from the other day, I laugh. But at the end of the day, the education that came along with that live stream, you can't put a price on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny, that testimonial from the other day, but afterwards, you know, they messaged me and thanked me. They thanked me there. We had dialogue after the live stream, and then the next day I got a message. So, you know, to me, I got enjoyment out of it. I got a nice little chuckle. I can go back and watch that and get a good laugh, right? But they learned a lot from it.
And then,
So,
another thing too, I think a lot of people come on here, like even me, like I don't feel like we know the right questions to ask. You see what I'm saying? Like we come on here looking for answer to our situation, but we're not asking the right questions. And so
you
by
asking
you taking,
you asking the right question. The question that you asked earlier was good questions.
yeah, but but like so, cause while I feel like people get it confused. Is I don't did my research and stuff like that, and I've been successful at Airbnb, but I'm the type like you said, like shit, I don't know how to say no. Like if it got something to do about some money, I'm in. And so sometimes I spread myself through thin, and so uh, hearing your journey and knowing your experience, I feel like we kind of share the same experience, like when it comes to moving and all the different things, that pertain that you can do with a box truck. But it's like me not having as much experience as you. It's kind of like I think I'm asking you, like, what would be my best strategy as far as everything that I have transpiring. What would make the most sense financially? Because I'm not trying to spread myself thin and it's like, oh, you go over here doing this. Like for example, what I heard earlier, basically was like, man, I really need to leave Amazon Relay alone.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't really say leave it alone. I just don't. The way Amazon Relay runs overnight into the day, and you want to do moving, it's going to overlap with the moving. So you have to make a decision. Do you want to do Amazon or do you want to do moving? Because like what they were saying the other day, their Amazon route could run to 10 in the morning. At 10 in the morning, you need to be 2 hours into your first move. So how is it going to work?
So the one the Amazon routes I've been running, they've been from like 3 to 7.
3 to 7 a.m.
Yeah,
3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah, I get there about 3, and I finish my routes about 7 o'clock.
All right. So what happened if you had something that runs over?
I mean,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're running a moving business and you're charging a customer directly hundreds of dollars an hour, I'm not letting nothing interfere with that. Because you're not making that money with Amazon. You're not making that money OTR. You're not making that money Final Mile. I'm not letting nothing get in the way. I'm not letting nothing put that in jeopardy, right? Because if I got a customer, my first move scheduled for 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., and something goes awry with that Amazon Relay route, and then now I got a customer whose lease is up that day, and now I'm don't know what the hell I got to do because I'm stuck at some post office that's closed or whatever the hell that shit is for $300 or $400 when I'm charging the customer $150, $200. That truck is going to be parked until it's time to go to that move and get that $200. I'm not putting nothing in front of that, in the way of that, that's going to jeopardize that move and route because that's where the money is. We've proved this. I proved this.
Well, based on the relay, I can make my own schedule.
Yeah, so you can make your own schedule. Well, then so don't do it. Don't do it on a day when you don't want to. You ain't got no move scheduled. Then, if that's what you're saying, yeah, do it on days where you ain't got no moving scheduled. But here's the thing. What if you, whoever that was, you can call back. But here's the thing with that. You book out something on Relay, and then somebody call you with a last-minute move. Look, I got a third floor to a third floor. I need 3 guys. You charging $175, $200 an hour for the next morning, but you already booked a Relay. Now what you got to do? You got to cancel that. It's going to affect your score and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you ain't finna turn away $200 an hour for a $500 route or a $600 route or a $400 route or a $300 route. A third to a third, let's say a third to a third, 3-bedroom, that could be 9-10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how big the third bedroom is and how much they got. If they got 3 fully furnished bedrooms, man, that could take 10 hours, third to a third. It's definitely going to be 6. Probably going to be 10 hours.
And then I'll be honest too, like, my moving is more so like, when it's requested. I really don't advertise for moving, but people know I do staging. So in between, people may ask like, "Oh, can you do a move here?" So after listening to like, you know what I'm saying, your live streams and us talking, it's kind of like, man, I need to kind of like start marketing that with my staging services. So I added that on my flyer.
Okay. I think you got a lot of shit going on, bro.
Man, real talk.
I think you need to focus on something, bro. you you got too much shit going on, bro.
Tweaking.
You ain't tweaking. I just think you need to find something, focus on that, and become successful at that. How can you build a successful Amazon business, a successful moving business, a successful stage business if you're trying to incorporate all three at the same time and you only utilizing one truck? To me, that sounds like a hustle. It don't sound like a business.
Yeah.
You're hustling, bro. Because if you were building a business, you'd be focusing on one thing. You're hustling. Now, you want the truth, or you want me to tell you what you want to hear?
No.
Let me know.
No. You're 1,000% correct. Because what I'm trying to do is, so as I've told you, you know, so I was working for a staging company. So now, since I've built my own clientele, I'm trying to step out and build my own company. But you know, that takes money. So to try to implement an income, that's why I was like, okay, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? To buy, you know, I got to buy furniture on my own to do the staging. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all that is overhead that, and I still got bills. So,
stop. I thought you was working for the lady staging company.
Nah, that's why I told you. Like, she contracts me when she still needs me, but I resigned from her.
So, but you using her truck?
Yeah, but I resigned as a laborer.
So you trying to do your own staging business. You're trying to start your own staging business. I thought when you mentioned the staging shit, you were doing this through her company. So you're if I had a 3-bedroom home that I wanted to sell and I wanted to stage it for a viewing, I could call you, you would come in, you would furnish the whole house. Right?
Absolutely. You got to go check out my work.
So that means you gotta buy all the furniture and all that shit.
That's what I've been doing.
What do you want to do, man? You want to be a staging company, a moving company, or Amazon relay company?
No, I want to be a staging company. Like, that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm.
All right. So let's talk staging. Let's talk. I was finna get off, but you hit the link, so let's kick it. I ain't got shit to do. I ain't got no chicks coming through tonight, nothing. So look, let's kick it. You want to start a staging business right now?
I already started it. I got 4 projects out.
You got 4 projects going on right now simultaneously, right?
No, they're already out. I got like 4. So I got 4 houses of inventory out.
It's staged, right? While the realtors are trying to sell the property, right?
Yes, sir.
What you got on the queue coming up? You got any leads?
Yeah, I got 3. I got 3 installs supposed to be this week.
This week. That's it. Now, would you say demand is up or demand is down? And be honest for staging.
Demand up right now. So our slow season is like from November to like the end of January.
Demand is up right now, even with the lack of inventory on the market?
Oh yeah. We Texas, we build, they building they ain't stopped. They ain't do the pandemic they was building. We did more business in the pandemic than
but you understand why though, right?
Absolutely.
See, because if you're gonna be in the staging business, you're also kind of directly tied to the real estate business too. So I want to see if you understand this. Why was it busy during the pandemic? I want to see what you know.
Because of the percentage, because of the rates, and the business was good for us because they were selling quick. So we'll stage it 1 week, and next week they tell us to pick it up, and we made all the money.
Okay. So you want to start this staging company? Sound like you got a little clientele base. Why don't you just focus on that?
Because it was slow, and so like I said, now I'm trying to maintain my bills and also be able to invest into
I,
building my own company.
All right, so you sound like the tow truck guy, frustrated. He was frustrated because he's in the slow tow season. You're frustrated because you're in the slow. This is business. Business is cyclical. You have your peaks, your valleys. You have your busy seasons. You have your slow seasons. Your busy seasons, you're making money in preparation for your slow seasons. When the slow seasons come around, you know they're coming. So why do y'all get frustrated when they're around and then you want to pivot into other things instead of focusing on either running up the bag enough so that when the slow season comes around, you ran up so much money, you have enough to sustain where it's just not really a big deal, or
So
finding enough work to keep you busy through the slow season. Somebody's working in the slow season.
So I'm gonna be honest. I had a plan. I got knocked off my pivot. I say what was it? October. So me and the lady that was working for, that's when I resigned because she was just like she started trying to micromanage me. And so I was like, hey, now, you ain't valuing the, what I'm saying, my value towards this company, and that's not appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to throw money in my face for something that I earned and trying to make it seem like you're doing me a favor. You know what I mean? Cause this whole time I told her like, hey, I'm not here for the money. I'm here because I've helped this company get to where it's at. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm invested.
That
Now
was
if
a
you
lie.
don't wanna
That was a
what?
lie. That was a lie.
What's that?
You said you're not here for the money. You're here because the time you invested to come. It's cap. You there for the money.
I mean the long run, but like I feel like
That ain't your company. So how are you not there for anything but the money?
because I seen an opportunity.
What was the
I
opportunity?
seen I seen my potential. Like so when I started doing the stages solo on my own, I seen like, okay, if I can incorporate this on my own, build my own clientele, replace myself so I don't have to do the moving, we can grow this company and I can become my own, you know what I'm saying, up under the umbrella. But she didn't want to see it
That
like
ain't your company, bro. I told you this before. That's not your shit. That's her shit.
you right, and I had to do what I had to do.
So, but even with what she told you, she's giving you an incentive to do more work. And you said, well, man, you just throwing money at you. That's what she's supposed to do. Here, I need you to do more work, and here's more money to compensate you for the more work that I need you to do. That's her doing business on her side, and on your side, you an employee. When I talk to you, I think you are misunderstanding y'all relationship. And that's why I asked you the last time, was you sleeping with this woman?
No, hell no.
You ain't slept with this woman? Never?
No, hell no. I don't do business, man. I don't never.
All
I
right.
don't mix
All right.
business
So,
with present.
all right. So then what you got to understand at the end of the day, what y'all have is an employee-employer relationship. Nothing more, nothing less. I think you get it confused. Because I'm listening to the wording, the verbiage you use. It's a lot. It's meaning in the words. You keep saying, man, I'm building a business. Some strange way you think you are entitled to the success of that business as far as an employee, you're helping the business grow.
You right.
Hold on. You helping it grow and expand. But at the end of the day, in the meantime, in between time, that's her shit. At the end of the day, when people say who's the owner, it's her.
Absolutely.
It has nothing to do with you. So I don't want you to get that shit misconstrued where you think you're entitled to something. You ain't entitled to nothing. That's her shit. Them her trucks, that's her business, that's her clientele. You understand this, right?
No, absolutely. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying like a mother, but I feel like so you ever companies give employers equity in the company, right? They give them stocks.
Yeah, in the form of stock. Yeah.
So it's like that's why I feel like, okay, you don't got off on me, and it's like, shit, I gotta get mine.
Why you feel she got off for you?
because I did all this solo, individually, like without her saying nothing.
She hired you, right?
Not to do all that though.
Hold on. She hired you, right?
Yup.
She offered you a wage, right?
Yup.
You accepted it, right?
Yup.
You came to work and you worked. Work is work. What do you mean not all that work? You came from 9 to 3, and whatever she needs you to do as far as staging, that's what you did. Some days it probably was a lot more work than other days. Some days it was less work than other days.
But
that's
this
work.
The thing, Mark. That's what you got. What I feel like is being missed. So just imagine you stepping away from your business you had, and it runs better without you being there.
So what are you saying? She was getting in the way of?
Absolutely. I'm doing so when I start doing my own jobs, now I'm doing her jobs and my job. So I'm bringing you more business. So that means you're making more money than the previous year, but you still not showing no appreciation.
When you say she's not showing appreciation, what were you expecting? Because this is great. This is great information because you want to be your own business owner. So we put everything into context so we can see if you're right or you're wrong with this. Because your way the way you thinking about this may be wrong. So what were you expecting from you doing your job?
So I feel like if the business is running better with you being absent, that gives you time to implement things for the company to better position your employees.
So why do you think the business was running better when she was not around? Because this is from your perspective. What are the results? Give me the results that substantiate your claims.
We made more money in the year that I was in control while she was absent.
Where was she at?
So the first time her mom got sick and she went to Houston she was back and forth from Houston for like 5-6 months. Then she just recently had a heart attack, and so she was out for like 4 or 5 months.
Okay, so you said, okay, well, I came in, I stepped up. Not only did I step up and pick up where you couldn't pick up because of health issues or family issues, I've also increased revenue for this company, right?
And lower expenses by only doing it with me and another guy.
All right, so because you increase,
Mark, and you gotta think, Mark, I'm doing full stages. So I mean, I'm meeting a client at the job. I'm closing a deal. I'm going back. I'm picking the furniture. I'm loading the truck. I'm making sure we got all the stuff. I'm making sure we get there. Make sure the stuff is transferred good. Unload it. I gotta place it, hang it, design it, do all this.
All right. So here's the thing. After you going off what you're saying, after you increase revenue and decrease costs for her business, what were you expecting from her?
So I feel like you should give me a proper pay. We was on salary. So I feel like if you see these things, you're supposed to compensate your employee for the things that he exceeds.
All right. So did you inquire with her? Did you take this grievance to her?
Absolutely. And so I waited till she got, in better health because, with all that situation, I didn't want to add no more stress. But when she came back, I'm like, hey, I don't feel like my work was appreciated while I was absent. I tried to talk to the accountant saying this, that, and the third, and it's not aligning to what we agreed to. And so now I don't miss all these, weeks of not being compensated, and then saying, here it is now.
When you say not compensated, you're talking about not paid, or you felt like you deserved extra?
Not paid. Not paid.
Not paid at all? Or not?
So
for the what?
She gave me a raise, and so it didn't reflect on my checks for like 3-4 weeks. And so I finally, I tell the account like, hey, look, it's supposed to be this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of going back and giving me that money, they was like, oh well, because just making up shit. And I'm like, man, I
Let me
shouldn't be
ask you
going
this:
through.
Did you ever get it?
Nah, I never got it.
So they never gave you, because what that's called is retroactive pay. So you never got your retroactive.
Nuh-uh. So they
Why not?
So they raised it, and they was like, oh, so the way she does it, she pays us and pays the taxes, and then so when they gave me the raise, they was like, oh, we gave you the raise, but we took your taxes away, so you only. I'm like, man, look, me and her discuss.
So you resigned from her, right?
Yeah, I resigned. I said, you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? I just do it on my own.
All right.
Like,
so
hey,
that's
why I'm gonna sit here and get mistreated and motherfucker trying to micromanage me on some shit where motherfucker can't and then she think it's a competition.
It is a competition. It is a competition.
Better than me.
It's a competition because you put yourself in direct competition with her, that you separated yourself from her company. Now you're her direct competition. You're in the same market competing for the same customers. You are her competition.
Man, she don't.
So,
to be honest with you, she don't even give a damn about the business for real. She just got money and it's a hobby.
So here's the thing. Why are you still concerned? If you've moved on, move on.
No. I ain't moved on. I was just giving you the details.
Yeah.
That's why I was calling. I'm calling.
But here's the
strategy.
thing. You still using her truck though.
Yo.
So here's the thing. At any given moment,
that was part of my strategy.
But it's a bad strategy.
No. Like, to ask you for a strategy, like, what would you recommend as far as you know, the time I should try to go buy me a truck, or should I rent a U-Haul,
ASAP,
like, you know,
ASAP? Because based on what you're telling me, at any given time, if she feels jealous or she feels disgruntled or she want to shit on you because of what's going on, she can say, bring my shit back. Bring my shit back now. You could be in the middle of the job, man. Bring my shit back. I'm gonna report it stolen.
No,
like y'all dynamic, it just seemed like it's something you're not telling me, man. Like it's something in there somewhere, bruh, that you not telling me. I think you done smashed this lady before. I think you done. I think you done.
I think a lot of people,
I think you done clapped them cheeks. So. I think you clapped them cheeks, bruh.
Nah,
did you clap them cheeks?
So.
Did you clap them?
Nah.
Yeah.
Hell no. You know, my mama raised. She said, "Man, shit, don't trust them white women."
What your mama got to do with this? What your mama got to do with you clapping them cheeks?
No, I'm saying I was taught early.
You two, it seems like you two tied up in this shit, bro. You always talk about this lady. If man, either you in or you out, because you still using her trucks, bro. She listen to me. And for some reason, I'm thinking you a pimp, but now I'm not thinking you a pimp because you should know this shit, bro. Listen, if you telling me the lady felt a certain type of way and she said, boom, you in direct competition, there's some form of jealousy or resentment there because you left her high and dry and you're utilizing her trucks, whether you're paying her a stipend or a dividend for the utilization of those trucks, the moment she's seeing you're successful and you're successful utilizing her equipment, she's going to come back for it, and it's going to be right when you least expect it in a situation where it's going to be the bad time. If you're done with it, be done with it, man. Go find you a truck, bro. Go rent you a truck. Go do something. But utilizing her shit in this situation, I think it's a bad idea, bro.
But so not having a capital to go purchase this truck, would you recommend I to try to fuck with a U-Haul or rent a?
I think whatever is the cheapest alternative for you to do it, because you doing spot work. Now here's the thing: if you doing Amazon, U-Haul ain't gonna work because U-Haul truck ain't dock height.
You know that's crazy. Come I went the other day and somebody pulled up with a U-Haul. They had that motherfucker going down.
At Amazon?
At Amazon. I wanted to get a video.
How?
Of that shit.
It's not even dock height.
Nah, somehow that motherfucker dropped down, and then they was rolling it in, and then I don't know, that shit was weird.
That's why they nothing. I ain't got nothing to say, man. I don't got nothing to say, bro. I don't want no issues with nobody. I'm just gonna let that slide. I just, I don't know. No, because I just this is what I thought that I didn't know they allowed that shit to happen.
Man,
Just go get you a truck, bro. Bro, go get you a truck, bro. Go get you a truck. Stop. Because we always had this conversation about this lady's truck, bro.
Sure.
And is she gonna come take her shit one day, bro? You left her high and dry, so she gonna stand you. It's only a matter of time she gonna stand you.
Man, I know it, man. That's what I've been feeling too. That's why I'm like, fuck. Like I gotta figure out a strategy.
Man, how much you pay her for this truck, bro? Man, it's gotta be dirt cheap.
Nah, $100.
$100 what, a week?
Nah, when I use it.
So like $100 like in a 24-hour period?
Yeah, just whenever I gotta use. So I try to line up 2 jobs. So I try to do the Amazon and do a stage in the same day, so I get my money's worth.
Man, you hustling, bro.
Nah, for sure I'm hustling. That's why I said I just need to find a strategy.
Yeah, man, go get your own truck, bro. You need to, build up your clientele base so that, even if you go rent a truck, you're making enough money to cover the cost of the rental and making enough money to put aside so you can go buy you a truck. I think you need to focus on the moving, something that got income coming in, a nice amount of income coming in. I don't think renting to go do it with Amazon, I don't think it's going to be feasible. That staging shit, go ahead.
And since I've been running, like I finna do the math on it, I'm like, man, I really ain't making nothing but like 175, maybe 200. You know what I mean?
What, doing Amazon or doing the other shit you doing about?
Amazon.
I never did Amazon. I don't know, bro. So I hear people say good shit about Amazon. I hear people say bad shit about Amazon.
I ain't gonna lie.
So I don't know.
I do see the potential in it if you run maybe 1 or 2 loads a day each day. You know what I mean? But trying to run 1 a day, like, no.
What I don't understand is you come from a moving background, but you talking about 175. Listen to what you saying, bro. You talking to me about $175 fucking dollars, running all night. When I'm slobbing on my pillow and I'm hugging my pillow and slobbing on it, you're out running from post office to post office for $175. When you can go book a move for $175 an hour. Listen to what you saying, bro. You're out all night for $175 funky ass dollars. This is coming out your mouth. You said, I'm not making fun of Amazon. You are saying this is what you're doing and this is what you're coming away with. And you come from a moving background. A 3-guy move, $175, $150, $175, $200 an hour, depending on the market, depending on what you're doing. And you're asking me questions. $175 funky ass dollars. They pay you $175 when they cancel the load on you. Right? Amazon, right? If they cancel on you within 2 hours, they pay you $175. But here's what I'm saying. You're running all night for $170. This is what you're saying. These aren't my words. These aren't my numbers. This is what you said you're doing.
No, for sure.
So you're renting a truck for $100 to go run all night to make $175.
Ain't making sense.
Hey man, get off my phone, man. Get off my jack, man. I hear you, but it ain't making sense to me, bro.
And that's why I called in. I said I ain't ran 3 routes with Amazon.
that to me, that's a waste of time, bro.
It's a waste of time, and that's been, after my experience, I'm like, all right, look, this ain't really making sense like I thought it would.
So unless it's something you not telling me or you doing something wrong, I don't know, because I never ran it. But I listen to people that run it, I know they give you 175 if they cancel on you, but if you're out all night and the only thing you're walking away with it was 175, to me that's a waste of time, bro. And it could be you. It could be, and I'm not saying it's them. The reason why you're making 175, it could be on the account of you. I'm not saying whether it's on the account of you or whether it's just not feasible in that market. Whatever the reason is, $175 for your time overnight to me is a waste of time. I'd rather not do nothing.
And then it really ain't overnight. It's like I said, it's 3 to 7. So,
3 in the morning?
Yeah.
So that means you got to get out your bed sometime around 1 something or 2, drive to go get the truck. You're going somewhere at 3 in the morning. That's overnight, bro. I'm slobbing. My pillow it's catching, I'm hugging it. I'm asleep. And you're out going to make 175. You ain't even getting, that's not even, shoot, you supposed to get shift differential. That's not, to me, that's not even shift differential. And you come from a moving background where you could charge a person $175 an hour in daylight. And why are we having this conversation? This is going back to what I'm telling you. You need to focus on something. You're hustling.
I'm being honest. Like, you know, I've been moving furniture for 6-7 years. Man.
Okay, so if you've been moving furniture for 6-7 years, why are we having this conversation?
Because I was doing it for staging.
Why are you running Amazon, bro, if you moving furniture for 6-7 years? The people who run Amazon, listen to me. The people who run Amazon don't want to do moving, but they would love to make the money that movers make. Facts. So if you're doing the work that people would love to make that money, but they don't want to do that work, so they go settle for something like Amazon or something else. You see what I'm saying? And you're doing the work anyway. Why don't you just do what pays the most money, bro? You're not. What? Talk to me.
What's the next step? What's your strategy as far as where should I market? Like
you rent a truck. Go on Thumbtack. Set you up a Thumbtack account.
They do background check, right?
No, it's a lead generating service. It's not a 3PL. They're charging you for a lead. It's your job to sell yourself to a customer when they inquire about your services. It's your job to sell yourself and get to the customer before anybody else that they requested a quote from. Unless they do a direct book. So if they hit you up for a price, you got to remember they probably hit 2 or 3 other people up too. So you got to get to them quick and you got to sell yourself. Right? It's a lead generating service.
Gotcha. And so when I go on there, so how my price? I set my? Because you said earlier you was like based on like if I got my license or not, but I got the experience. Here's the thing.
2 guys, $100 an hour. Starting off, you gotta build up your clientele. 3 guys, $150 an hour. Charge $50 an hour per man. $50 an hour per man. $100 an hour for 2 guys. $150 for 3, $200 for 4. Go up to 3 flights for free. You got to work. You got to build up your clientele base. You need reviews. All right. So you can't charge premium. You can't say, oh, the 3rd floor, I'm going to charge extra, right? Because you want that clientele base who ain't charging for the 3rd floor. So that person who's on a budget is going to come to you because everybody else is charging an extra $50 an hour. Or they're charging us a extra floor fee or a long carry fee, so on and so forth, right? So you want to close the deal by not having all these add-on charges because you're new and you want to build up your clientele base. All right.
So should I separate my staging in a moving company or should I keep it as one?
For right now, you can keep it as one because you're not even licensed. So you can offer staging and moving. I mean, because staging is pretty much, well, you're actually doing the staging and the moving. So you can actually utilize it as one. You could be a moving company that also does staging.
Gotcha.
Because some moving companies do staging. I mean, we did the company we did, the real estate company we did for was one of the larger real estate companies in the city. So it didn't require us to actually go in and stage it. We would just pick it up from the storage facility, take it to the place that was being sold, drop the stuff off, and the realtors would stage it, right? Because they were particular on how they wanted the stuff. We would just drop it off, and then when they sold the property, they hired my company, and I sent a truck to go pick it up and take it back to the storage facility. But you're actually running your own staging company, so you're doing it all. You're providing the furniture, you're doing the staging, and relocating it from point A to point B. So you can utilize all this under one company. There's moving companies that offer staging.
Okay, cool. And then what would you? So I ain't gonna lie too. I got a lot of resources, like a lot of realtors and stuff like that. So I should pitch it to them that I got a moving service as well. Correct.
You should pitch it to everybody.
Everybody. And
bro,
then,
listen to me.
What's
Go
a
ahead.
good besides? I know you said QuickBooks wasn't right. So that's another thing I got a problem with is keeping track. What would you recommend?
Yeah, this is what you was talking about earlier, right when you clicked off. You have a hard time keeping track of your books, and then your phone click up. How do you have a hard time keeping track of your books?
Cause I got too much going on.
That's bullshit.
So no. So I'm gonna be honest, Mark. When I came out of prison, I was just like so laser focused, and you gotta think like I ain't had nobody around me that was on the same mindset as me. So everything like when it came to like the credit, building my credit, saving, investing and stuff like that, I found myself excelling real quick when I came home. I only came home in 2018. And so when I came home, like everything was just going for me, by 2019, I was in the 2020. So like everybody around me looking at me like I had all the answers, but all I was doing was just hustling. So I was investing in crypto.
Hey bro, I don't have no idea what you talking about, bro.
Huh?
I don't have no idea what you talking about. You all over the place.
No, I'm sharing my story how I got to this point.
All right. But what that got to do with you not managing your books?
I used money from this company to support this company, and you know what I mean? Like I wasn't keeping track.
Once again, I had no idea what you talking about. First of all, you said you was laser focused, but you not keeping track. That shit don't even go together. It makes sense. It's either you laser focused or you gotta keep track.
Laser focused on obtaining the knowledge.
All right, so check this out. If you're not keeping track of the money, then you destined to fail.
And them facts. That's why I'm here asking because I failed.
So keeping track of the money. Simple.
I'm asking what's a good platform to use to help.
What do you use now?
I don't use nothing.
All right, get you a QuickBook subscription. That's they got a basic package that's pretty simple. It's just point and click, input, itemization and everything. Itemize it for you and everything.
Do I have to can I control my see my inventory, like have a tab to where I can know my inventory as far as
you need some type of I would say because I was running warehouse management, WMS, when I was had my warehouse, but you don't have a warehouse, so warehouse management software wouldn't pertain to what you got going on. Like if you got furniture, then you need an inventory, some type of an inventory tracker app. Maybe you can see if there's an inventory tracking application that you could maybe download to keep track of your inventory. I'm pretty sure they have something like that on the App Store. That's probably subscription based. Or I don't know if GoDaddy got rid of bookkeeping. I know bookkeeping used to have something similar to that, but they got rid of it about a year or two ago. I would hold on, let me see.
And then another thing, I'm gonna be honest too. Another thing that messed me up too, cause I came from hustling. So when I started making legit money, it was kind of like the fact of not physically having the money on me made me spend the money unwisely, unless like it's different when I had all my money and I, counted up and then put this up and then keep this and got this for my school money, like, you know what I'm saying? It was different. But then when it's in bank accounts and then on credit and then crypto, that shit really blew me.
So you came from hustling, right?
Yeah.
So was you a successful hustler?
Yeah.
So you kept up with your money when you was hustling.
Man.
So why you can't keep up with your money when you hustling in all these different hustle businesses you got going on?
Because like I said, I didn't have the physical cash on me.
When you was hustling in the street? Or when you hustling with the business? What's the difference? Money is money. If you come from a hustling background, you stand over you like me. You don't play about your money, right? Did you play about your money when you was in the street?
Hell no, but then it's different though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't different. Money is green.
Nah, because sometimes I'm putting money into investment. So like when I did
What that got to do?
Airbnb.
What when you do Airbnb? What? Tell me.
So like when I went in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this up. Like I didn't have no strategy or I want to spend this much because I want to see this much profit. It was like what I need to get in. Okay, bet I'm gonna spend this. Like I wasn't keeping I didn't give myself budgets. I didn't give myself you know what I mean, goals to reach. I just invested in it and just hoped it worked.
Bro, listen to me. Listen to me, bro. Check this out. I'm finna show you something, bro. I'm doing a lot for you that I shouldn't be doing right now. But we're gonna help you out. All right. Here go your management software. All right. Shortly. It's good for small businesses. All right. It's gonna track your inventories and your supplies and all that shit. All right. Write it down or come back and watch the live stream and get this information. All you need is some type of inventory management software. Get the most basic inventory management software you can find on the market and get a subscription to it. All right. That's just one. All right. Inventory management software. All right. Boom. All right. Now you got that out the way. Now, as far as your accounting, you talking about crypto and all this, that, and the third. Listen here. If the business is not investing into the crypto, then that should not matter. You're probably investing into crypto and some of this other stuff personally. All right. The business needs to keep account of what the business has going on. All right. One, you don't have a structured business. That's one of the main reasons why you're all over the place. You're not structured.
No, absolutely.
You don't. Do you have a corporation or an LLC?
Yeah, I got LLC.
Okay. You have a tax ID number?
Yep.
All right. All right. Are you licensed with the state?
Nope.
All right. So you don't have a business.
Licensed with the state to do staging?
You have to have a license. Why do everybody think when they go out and get an LLC and a tax ID number, that's the last stop? You have to have a business license. You may have to have one with the city. If the city regulates that particular industry, you may have to get a city license and a state license. This is the research that you have to go do. Just because you got a damn LLC and an EIN number, you don't have a business. You just got a LLC.
Hey, can I get my moving license being a felon?
You gotta go. I don't know how Texas works. You gotta go to the TXDMV. So it's regulated down there. Texas TXDMV. That's where you have to go apply for a Texas moving license at. You may have to go in front of a judge, but I don't think that would deter you from getting a license for moving.
All right, cool.
You have to get a federal license through the FMCSA under household goods moving, and then in the state of Texas, you got to apply with the TXDMV.
Cool. And then what else? What kind of insurance do so starting off? Would you recommend me getting insurance or just keep hustling until?
I think you need to do research. Here's the thing. I'm giving you the answers, but when it pertains to doing business in Texas, you got to understand, I'm not in Texas. So I can give you the general information that you need so that you can go do the research, but now you need to go do the research. If you're doing staging, it may require you to have a household goods moving light, but you're looking to do household goods moving anyway, incorporated with that staging. If you're moving stage furniture from your facility, warehouse, storage facility to a house, technically you're not doing consumer goods moving. So 9 times out of 10, it's not going to entail you getting a household goods moving license. But if you're doing consumer-based moves, moving a consumer from point A to point B, it's going to require you to get a household goods license. All right? You're looking to do both, so you're going to have to get a household goods license, which means you're going to have to get a household goods authority with the FMCSA, and you're going to have to get a household goods intrastate regulated household goods license with the TXDMV.
Got it.
So technically, you're not there yet. You just have your article of incorporation. That does not necessarily mean you have a business. Because here's the thing, what this was going to happen. You're going to be out hustling, doing your thing, and then somebody's going to recommend you to give me one big realtor in your state. Somebody that's just big that you could think of off the top. Somebody that you would love to work with, a big real estate company.
I mean, I work with them. Shit. Less.
All right, but give me one. But eventually you're going to come across one that's going to want to be like, all right, what's your license number? What if they want you to go do a job for one of Dak Prescott or whatever? Or one of them? They're not just going to hire you off the strength. They're going to want to be added to the insurance as additionally insured because you're going in a star football player's home that he may bought. He may sign an extension with the Dallas Cowboys or whatever. So he may buy a bigger crib down there. And now we want you to come stage the old crib or stage the new crib that he's potentially looking at. And this is a $50 million crib. And they want to be added to the policy as additional insured because if one of your guys happens to walk through there and they don't put on booties, or he has a little pebble stuck in the one of the cracks of his shoe, and it's an honest mistake, but you got marble slab flooring in there, and you do a little tiny scratch on that marble flooring or that dark stained cherry oak wood floor, plank cherry oak wood floor, plank now. They don't want to be held liable because all the thing you doing is just a walkthrough for staging. Whatever happens while y'all there, they want to indemnify themselves, so they want to be added to your policy as additionally insured. You can't add them to your policy as additional insured because you don't even have a business, let alone insurance, to call a broker to tell them to add so-and-so realtors to my policy as additionally insured for this particular staging job or this particular move that we doing for this particular day. It's a lot more to business than an LLC and a tax ID number.
You cooking right now.
You could get the call for the move of your life for a pro football player and won't be able to do it. Man, because your shit ain't in order.
That's why I'm here.
Because the agent that calls you for that job, they gonna indemnify themselves. You ain't coming up in that crib unless your shit together. See, you dealing with nickel and diamonds right now. You ain't dealing with the big boys. The big boys, you gonna have your shit in order.
No, I'm connected with the livest realtor in Texas or in DFW right now. It just
you think you is.
No, I
But
am for
they
sure.
they ain't closing them $50 million deals, because them $50 million deals, you ain't going in there unless you adding them to the policy as additionally insured. Now we can have this debate all day long. You gonna lose.
Hey, no. Hey, I'm sure. Hey, I
Have
be
you
in some people's houses.
you be
I
in
don't
some
have
people's house
time.
because you in,
I don't
listen,
have.
you be in some people's houses because you in Texas, but you ain't in them people's houses.
I mean, shit, we work with your ex-wife.
What's the key word there?
Ah.
X. You ain't working with Troy Aikman.
I know what
You
you're
know
talking
what?
about, though.
All right then. I bet you won't step foot in Dak Prescott house without insurance. I bet you won't step in Jerry. I bet you won't step in Jerry Jones' house without insurance. I bet you won't step in the Bush's house without insurance. Like, I can name some more Texas people that got the bag down there. We can keep going. I bet you won't step in their house without insurance.
I did a house in the neighborhood though.
You did a house in the neighborhood. It ain't their house. And you
but
dealing
I'm
with a
with you,
realtor
though.
that's trying to cut costs.
But no, that's all good information though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's why I came here. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, a little strategy, little advice and shit. I'ma run with it. Shit. I tried the Amazon, I ain't fucking with it. I was trying to deter from, having to move furniture. But I ain't, like I said, I ain't fucked up about moving. I think I was more so being having to deal with her and in that environment kind of like made me want to just like get away from all that shit. But I ain't got no problem putting in the work, doing that shit as long as I'm on my own.
Mm. It
Shit,
sound like you got some
appreciate you, Mark.
It sound like you got some decisions to make, bro.
Yeah.
Business is a lot harder than what people think, especially at the beginning, because you have a lot of decisions and a lot of, tedious things that you need to do. And this is one of the things, setting your business up the correct way. And it doesn't stop at, and what's crazy is a lot of people think it stops at getting their LLC and
And
their EIN.
that goes
It doesn't
back to
stop there.
that go back to like at the beginning. A lot of people obtain the knowledge, and like you said, like shit, it's more steps to it, but motherfuckers only taking what they know and trying to make a way.
Well, I'm not gonna let you, you gonna I'm gonna tell you the right way to do the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Ain't
for
no
sure.
shortcuts. Ain't no shortcuts. You got to do the shit the right way and be set up the right way. So, all right, man.
All right, man. Good.
So you got a lot of
hollering, man.
homework.
For sure.
You got a lot
I
of
come
homework.
I come back and give y'all an update, man, after I do my homework and do some execution.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, bet. Listen, it was one more person that was up. I think his name was Kevin or Kelvin. If you want to call back up, I think you dropped down because I don't know. You probably dropped down because you wasn't in the combo. But if you want to call back up, I'll let you call back up because you were waiting. If not, then that was it. I think it was Kelvin, if I'm not mistaken. The name was either Kevin or Kelvin. You free to call back up, and then I'll make you the last caller. Let me see. I'm gonna mail you a dime penny by penny. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, who was that called up? Was this Kevin? Or? D. Jenkins said he run Amazon for 3-hour route and do it in 2 hours. I make about $100 profit off of it. Oh, he's doing flex, not relay. Okay, that's flex. Let me see. Was that Kevin? You gonna call back up? Could you drop some gems on marketing your moving company? Yeah. All right, so if you're gonna start a moving company, one, I would sign up for Thumbtack. I think that's the best lead generating service that's out right now. Um, Another way you could do it is Facebook ads. This way it costs. It's two ways you could do it on Facebook. You could create a post on your business page and then boost it. You can pay the boost. You can set a boost budget as low as $5, and then it'll give you the scale on what $5 it gets you, how many impressions you'll get, so on and so forth. All right. Another way to do it is Facebook ads, where you are catering to a specific demographic. Now, the beautiful thing about that is, I'm gonna get to you in 1 second, Kelly. Let me answer this. Yeah. The beautiful thing about that is Facebook is only gonna market your ads to people who are specifically looking to move in. You're gonna be like, well, how do they know? Your phones listen to you. If you guys don't pay attention, if you're having a conversation, even if you're not on the phone, even when you're not on the phone, your phone is listening. And you'll be talking about something specific. You'll talk about, let's say, Cadillac Escalade. And then you go back on your phone and you're scrolling through not Thumbtack, but Instagram, or you're scrolling through Facebook, and now you're seeing ads for Cadillac Escalades because it's listening to you. So it knows what people are moving. So when you set that ad and you set your radius, okay, I want to only target people in Chicago within 50 miles of this zip code, or Chicago within a 100-mile radius or 50-mile radius, so on and so forth, and you pick the niche moving, local moving, long distance moving, it's only going to target people who have inquired, Google search, or mentioned moving, right? So it's targeting a specific demographic. So you're not wasting money like with flyer distribution and door hanger distribution, where you're just putting a bunch of flyers out there and maybe less than 1% are even in the market to move. It's sending that lead to people who have specifically mentioned or searched moving. Another good way to market your moving company, and I talk about this all the time, go to every single storage facility in your area, do a small print run of business cards, or a small print run of some flyers, maybe some 5x8s, or maybe just some business cards. Just do the business cards. Go there, pin them to the board. Every storage facility has a business trade board, I think is what it's called, like where you can post up your flyers and stuff. But you want to have a conversation with the storage facility manager and say, hey, listen, I know everybody that comes and inquires either moving in or moving out. And I'm pretty sure you guys get asked, man, do you guys know or work with any movers? Send me all those leads. And for each lead that you send me that we close on, I'll give you a $50 referral fee. All right. If they're like, oh, we're already working with a moving company that's giving us $50, then offer them $75. All right. And that's the lick. That's how you get it. What's going on?
Yo, man, I'm just, ooh, what a night. Hearing all this stuff, man, is wow. But hey, man, I really wanted to encourage a lot of people to get into this cargo van, man. Um, Here in Texas, man, I think you'll do a lot, man. But to me, I think cargo van is better because it's less maintenance. Box truck, you gotta do so much maintenance. I mean, yeah, you can get some good deals and lows, but some of those lows ain't so guaranteed. Unless you're gonna do a moving company or carry out some heavy, appliances and things of that nature, I don't see why not people cannot start humble beginnings by using a cargo van, because the only reason I'm using it because this is something I can get more comfortable with. I mean, as much as I would drive a box truck, man, I don't know if I got what it takes to do that. So I got to go where my talents and what everything else runs with works. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
nah, man, I just enjoyed the live tonight, man. I mean, we had a great earlier today, brother. I thought that was, I normally don't come out on video, man, but that was my first time ever coming live on video. Kind of give me a little boost of confidence. I'm normally not the guy who likes to be behind the camera. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So,
Yeah. It takes a lot of courage and to come up and speak. Trust me. Even when I was encouraged to start the YouTube, and when I started, I was really shy because I'm a really You know, in real life, I'm a really private person. Really, really, really
I am
private.
too.
And I even online, I'm a private person. I don't indulge too much into my private, life. But so I understand. You know, it takes a lot of courage. You know, you have to get accustomed and used to it. But over
Well,
time,
in order
it's
to
easier
talk
and
to,
easier.
in order to get in contact with people, with big business people, sometimes you got to talk through the, video chat and stuff like that. So how you expect to make money if you get shy? You know what I'm saying? You can't be shy in the game, You got to
Yeah,
change the mindset and everything. And I'm just encouraging everyone, I mean, if you got the confidence and everything to do it, man, go for it, man. Don't let nobody stop you, man. You know what I'm saying? In this world, people make mistakes in life, man, but it's all about how do you own that mistake and how you can erase that mistake and make yourself a better person, let
mhm.
alone be a better leader. You know what I'm saying? So just
That's what's up.
being
That's what's
being a guy I am, like, yo, I mean, shoot. If it all said and done, man, we are winners here, man. We're a big family. I love my MGMs, man. Been a fan for you almost at least some months right now. It's 8 months to a year, if I ain't mistaken. You know what I'm
appreciate you,
saying?
man. Appreciate you for
So,
tuning in. Appreciate you for
oh yeah,
tuning in.
man. You know, I got my Texas friends around too, man. So hopefully, if we ever cross each other, man, let's hang
What part
out
of
and
Texas?
just
What part
shake
of Texas
hands,
you
man.
in?
And
What part of
huh?
Texas you in? What part of Texas you
I,
in?
I'm in Houston, man. Shoot, believe it or not, Mark. When it comes to a lot of work, Dallas get more attention than Houston.
Okay.
Dallas get more attention than Houston. Even though we got the intermodal down here and things of that nature, Dallas
Mm-hmm.
get more work and got more when it comes to the apps and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dallas got it more than Houston, man. Houston is like below. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everybody loves to move here, but unless you want to work in the oil refinery and intermodals and things of that nature,
Mm-hmm.
that's just how you're gonna break
Yeah.
it down here in this city.
I be in Dallas a lot. A lot of the times I creep to Dallas. The way I go to Dallas because I got family from Chicago that live in Dallas, but I don't like coming down there for 2 or 3 days. So the way I do it is like I could literally do a live stream right now. I could get off this live stream. I'll be at the airport at 3:30 in the morning. I'll catch the 5
Right.
a.m. flight. I'll get to Dallas at about 7:30, 8 a.m. I'll spend the whole day in Dallas with my family. I'm back at the airport at 8. I'm back in Chicago by like 11, 12 at night. And you'll never
Man,
know. I did that twice in 1 week not too long ago. I went one day, I think I went on a Sunday, and then like 4 days later, I went back again, except I took my mom down there. Cause she
dang,
wanted to
man.
go down there and
How
visit my
did you
family,
get
but
through,
huh?
bro? I don't know how you get down through Dallas, especially throughout that crazy ass expressway. That
No,
traffic is beyond
no.
worse
So what
than
I do?
Chicago,
So
man.
so what I do is I take the first flight. I take the 5:15 flight straight out of Midway. I fly into Love's. Is it not? It's not Love's. What's the Dallas airport? Is that no? I
I
fly
think
into
it is
Fort Worth.
Love. Do you take the
Yeah, Love's,
Southwest?
whatever. Yeah, I take Southwest. So I fly into Love's. I
Yeah,
get there
so
at
it's got to
about
be the Love.
8.
So you know you're by Interstate 35, if I ain't
Right.
mistaken.
I get there at 8. I go straight to the car rental, right? Because I got
Right.
my family. They stayed in not Plano, McKinney, but now they moved out to Anna,
Mm.
which is outside a
Yeah,
little outside of Dallas.
there's a lot of
Uh,
houses is building around that area,
right.
man. It's getting more
So,
popular.
yeah, so they got a brand new house because I got a few cousins I got some that moved to Anna, some that moved to Howell, whatever it's called. I got some in McKinney. I got some in Fort Worth. A lot of my Chicago family from the West Side then is relocating down to Texas. I don't know what for, but whatever. So, but
Yeah, I
literally,
mean,
I'll rent a car. I'll drive out there. I'll hang out. We'll go to like Papa Do's. We'll go back to the house. By 6 o'clock, I'm headed back to the airport. All right. I'm not
yeah.
out there. So like literally it'll be weeks where you'll never know. I was in Texas or I'll shoot to Arizona. I'll be in Arizona a lot. I'll go down there for 2 days. That's a longer flight. So I can't do the same day. turnaround. So I go to Arizona.
Yeah, man.
I catch that
I
first
mean,
flight, and you said what?
for you to fight through that expressway in the Dallas Expressway, man, you're a real pro if you go through the
It ain't
Dallas Expressway like that, man.
it
I
ain't
don't
bad
see how, man. That
get that
Interstate 35 is a joke, man.
when I get there at
Mm.
8 or 8:15 or 8:30, by the time I land, I don't have no bag because I'm coming right back. I just got to carry on. So I'm going straight to the rental counter. I get the
Oh, no
rental,
wonder.
I drive to Anna, and then I may run into a little traffic getting back to the airport because I start heading back to the airport toward the tail end of rush hour because I usually catch that 8 flight, that 8 o'clock or that 9 o'clock flight getting up out of there. I get back to Chicago around midnight. You see what I'm saying? And hop in that Uber to the
Man,
crib.
smart thinking right there, man. That's smart
Yeah.
thinking, man.
Yeah, I be in Dallas all the time. You just never know because I'm in and I'm out. Like I'm not finna be down there for 2 and 3 days. I'm coming down there for the day and I'm back to the crib. So, but I'll be down
Man.
there a lot. Next time, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of like meet and greets and shit. I've ran into subscribers, believe it or not, out of town before. But I might one day when I'm in Texas, if I'm not there for an in and out, I might announce it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I think,
I'll be in
don't get
Texas
me
a lot.
wrong, man. Where you at? When you do fly through Dallas, man, it's cool. But because in Houston right now, man, the Bush Airport in Houston, man, is going through so much construction. It's a flat out joke, man. It is
Yeah.
it's so ridiculous out here, man. It's crazy. I mean, by you taking the Southwest, your best bet, if you ever come to Houston, you might as well go to the Hobby, man. Hobby Airport, man.
I flew
Hobby
through
Airport
Hobby
will be your
one
best
time,
bet.
but most of the time I fly through uh what's the
Bush,
main one down there? Bush, yeah. Bush
Bush Intercontinental.
International. Yeah, the
Yeah,
last time
man.
I was at Bush, I was there for a layover. I think I was flying to Cabo. I had to do like an hour layover at Bush to
Man,
get to Cabo. But
man.
yeah. I like if I come to Texas, more than likely I'm usually going to Dallas. I really don't have no reason to go to Houston. I'm mostly in
I
Dallas.
mean, yeah, man. I mean, if you ever do a show, whatever, man, I'll try my best, man. Try to get up there. I mean, driving from here to Dallas is gonna take me 4 hours, man. Gotta take that 45 all the way up there.
Yeah, I'll let you
45 is
know.
gonna.
I'll let you
But
know if I ever do a show down there.
all right, well,
Put
you
a
look worn out, brother, man. I'm gonna go ahead ride out, man. I'm gonna call it a night. But we had a great conversation earlier today, man. That was some of the best talk I ever had, man. You gave me some confidence to build, man. So I'm gonna use it very, very, very often now. So, hey, man, me being a native, talking to you as a native, hey, man, keep up the good work, man, and much love to y'all guys, man. I'm about to call it a night, man. Go ahead and
all right,
get you some rest,
appreciate you.
brother.
Appreciate
All right,
you.
peace.
All right, later.
All right.
All right, appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. Until next time, guys, I am out. Peace.